a doppelganger of Deadpool, Mary Cherry Official.
True, it is a reminder of how amazing those aspects of the world are. Yeah, and I think that's one of the many reasons why people love experiencing those moments when you see things for the first time, try things for the first time, whatever the reason. It's so that we can relive.
We try things for the first time to be cool, because the older kids told us, you want to be cool? Take this needle. What are you, a pussy? Your own fresh needle? Just use the one that we're all using. Be part of the gang and share needles. But I do know A. Smith got up very early this morning. He was looking forward to seeing the Teenagers from Outer Space watch along, which we'll see how my appeal goes on saying, hey, YouTube, this public domain video is public domain. How about letting me have it?
The wonder again. I mean, that's why we watch movies again with people. Like, movies we've already seen, and we watch them with a friend, because we want to relive all of the awesome bits of the movie like it's the first time. And it feels like you can do that vicariously when you watch it with someone. And, like, it's not as fun. You, like, look at them because you're looking for their...
But don't be that shithead who quotes the movie right before it happens to someone who hasn't seen it. I do understand getting the urge to want to quote Back to the Future minutes before everything happens. But if you got a person who's never seen Back to the Future...
reaction, if they're, like, just watching their phone or not very, like, interested, it's, like, nowhere near as fun. It's kind of sad. You're like, aw, man! No, you're supposed to be excited about this part so I can feel excited about it again!
I actually understand what she's talking about, introducing a friend to the movie Clerks for the first time in the mid-90s. Problem was, we hyped Clerks up to such a degree, he didn't have fun watching it. We were just like, Clerks is such an awesome movie, you gotta see it. So once he finally saw it months later, it's like, yeah, okay. Careful of that hype train. Let's jump ahead a little bit. Very interactive with her chat, but some of the longer chat. There was a tick. I do like the whistling ticks. Was that a winking tick? She's on a tick fest right now. I don't think that wink was on purpose. I think that wink was indeed another tick of sweet Anita.
Like a whole cake! Because I can do what I want. Probably not good for my brain development to be relying on junk food, but here we are!
Oh yeah, that wink was totally involuntary. That was not a sexy wink. That was, my body is forcing me to do this. For a junk food addict, that is a heck of a body you've got on you. Then again, you might be like some of our friends over on TikTok who film themselves at the perfect angle to not see their problem areas, but I'm not going with that. I think you are very well put together. Eve Iris, that's the one I'm thinking
Good morning.
of. The lady who uses a lazy eye.
Checking out
for sexy
Dylan,
play.
his
First time I've
co-host
ever
audition
seen
with
that.
Sweet Anita.
Check out my lazy, slow eye right here on Eve Iris. Forgot her name already after I just said it, but yeah, she hides her problem area of her lower half quite well, does Eve Iris.
Hope you're all doing well today.
You're making
Gonna
me
be playing a
hung.
bit more Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
I grabbed the
I'm making me
wrong
hungry,
stream
to be
last night,
honest
so I
with you.
renamed it, if that's what
Wait,
you were looking
what?
for. I wasn't
You're
actually
making
playing
me
Outer Worlds
hung?
last night, I was
Did
playing
hear
Dead
that
Cells. I
correctly?
mixed up the
You
streams
can
and
either
grabbed
be
the wrong
hung
stream
or
key for
not be hung.
OBS.
You're making me, well, I guess I see what he's going around there. You're making me hard does sound a bit crude. By saying you're making me hung, my pekka is getting bigger. Thank you, ma'am. Is that what your chatter is saying?
Like, I have strange habits when I order. Like, you can do a food order. I don't know if this is a common thing everywhere, but you can do like a food order from a supermarket now, so like you don't have to go to the supermarket. You can have the supermarket come to you, and like some guy will just stack boxes of all of your groceries in front.
Oh,
Will
like the
he?
bookmobile? It's now the grocery mobile? I can't wait for the grocery mobile to pull up in my front yard, and I can just go through that food truck and pick everything out.
Of your door, and then you unload them, and then he goes away. Yeah, like
just
we have
said
that.
load.
Do you guys have that too? Yeah, it's really good. I have to be careful though because Pete runs over to the door. He's like, "It's time to play. It's garden time." When I open the front door, and then he goes to run out, and he sees like a giant hulking man with carrying stuff. He's like, "Oh
okay.
fuck!" And he runs away. And like because he's really cute, and he looks out, and then he goes back in.
What a shit guard dog Pete is.
Sometimes like the people who bring my groceries, they're like, "Oh, a bunny," and they try to walk in.
Oh, Pete is a bunny. Cute. So you've got a guard bunny. They aren't really known for their guard duties.
To touch my rabbit.
And I was a big fan of one of her ticks being flipping off the camera.
Firstly, you can't just touch Pete. He doesn't like people, and he especially doesn't like men. It's incredibly rare that he'll like a man. So, like, he's not gonna let you. And secondly, like, a lot of these grocery store dudes, they'll bring your food straight into your kitchen to pile it up for you. They're not used to you being able to just take the crate off them and disappear with it, and then give it back to them empty. Which I do. I don't like random people coming in my house, right?
Could Sweet Anita drive? Because if you've got Tourette's and actual physical tics, as she does with the middle finger and the accidental unsexy wink, I don't know if Sweet Anita could drive. So this is what she really has to do, is get the groceries delivered to her.
So, like, I will take it off them at the door and be like, "I got it! It's fine!" And I will just tip it all out on my...
And then a big tickle happen, and
There we
they'll
go.
just volunteer to bring it in all the other times they come.
kitchen floor.
Now I can move my camera if I
That's
want
my
to.
process. I don't let people in, and then when they're gone, I can just pack it all away off my kitchen floor. That's how I do things. But like, yeah,
I have a bad learned habit from my mother of bringing in all the groceries, putting them on the floor, and then just going and doing something else for a while before being like, oh yeah. Same with the laundry, of getting it so far and just not finishing it off, of folding it and putting it away.
yeah, they always are just trying to follow my rabbit into my house, and I'm like, oh, back up, he's not friendly. When the truth is,
Aha,
I'm
I can
not
do that.
friendly. Back up, I'm not friendly. But you know, it's less
kinda
offensive
like that.
if you just go. He's timid.
Those pits are friendly though.
He ain't gonna let you do shit. But thanks for the groceries.
Oh, she was talking about her rabbit again, being not friendly. My mistake. I get hypnotized by boobies quite often. And big asses. Remember the porno magazine Homer Simpson bought? Gigantic asses? Who had it there
okay.
amongst all the other magazines? Big Uns didn't make its way from
But
Married
then
with
you get the
Children
dreaded
to Simpsons, though.
substitution, with the note saying, "Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, cunt. Sorry we didn't have cottage cheese. Here's a bar of soap as a..."
Yay! She did it! She did the ticks! How far back does that take me? I think that's far enough. I know, Spurg Snake, that laundry basket is just home of the clean laundry for quite a while. And if you have a cat, that laundry will not stay clean, little fucker.
But then you get the dreaded substitution, with the note saying, "Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, cunt. Sorry we didn't have cottage cheese. Here's a bar of soap as a replacement."
Okay, that was a really fun place. The note says, fuck off, cunt. Sorry, we didn't have cottage cheese.
But then you get the dreaded substitution, with the note saying, "Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, cunt. Sorry we didn't have cottage cheese. Here's a bar of soap as a replacement." Yeah, well, imagine that, but vegan. Like someone going, "Sorry we didn't have your tofu pieces. Here's 18 packets of bacon rashers." Like, what? In what world? You looked at my grocery order and you thought I would want shavings of...
Oh, vegan. Yeah, that's pretty fucking difficult. Like, beyond vegetarians, you have no cheese, no honey.
a pig's ass? Who the fuck
No
is you?
fun.
But like you can turn off substitutions. Like you can turn them off, or you can specify what substitutions. Like you can put substitution note these days. They've updated that shit.
It's been a long time since I thought about the South Park song with Chef No Substitute. But you just made me think of that. Thank you, Anita. And I will not sing it, because it's a bit too douchey. It's a fine line in which singing a song would be fun or douchey. That one would be douchey.
So, because I used to have to turn away a bunch of shit, knowing that it's not going to get ate because it's been out of the fridge or whatever. And I'm going to, it's sad that I have to waste these yogurts that you thought I would eat. Stupid. Right? So, but I'm always polite to the driver who brings it, because the driver didn't pick it out. They have people who pick it out in the store, and they are different people. So there's no point going, why would I want this? You stupid.
Luigi Greenberg, that is a fun jump-off point to write a one-act musical. I don't think it would be a full 3-act musical, but that's a fun jumping-off point. We'll have to brainstorm to figure out what else is going on with this musical that includes the song, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, cunt. And that melody didn't work. We'll work on the melody. There's something there, but I definitely chose the wrong melody to sell that fuck off, cunt song musical.
Bam! Throwing it back in their face because it's the delivery guy didn't pick it. It's not their fault.
Oh, she's reading chat again. I've got to fill in the dead time while
Shut up!
Nope, I don't need to fill in that time, because you actually already have a second mic in your Tourette's syndrome. So I, at best, am going for a third mic with Sweet Anita, her Tourette's, and then me.
Oh, that's interesting.
Shut up!
There we go.
But also, I don't know, I feel like I've accidentally left substitutions on for a couple of items, and they've noticed that it's vegan and replaced it with a vegan thing. Like, I once ordered, like, a vegan, like, chocolate nougat peanut bar. It's like a Snickers bar, but vegan. And they replaced it with a vegan Kit Kat. And I was like, this person knows! Fuck yeah! But I think what I've done is I've sampled all of the different groceries from all of the different supermarkets, and I know which one has a vegan loader.
Oh, damn it. I tried to pause, and I went backwards again as I was noticing the chat. The tits on Sweet Anita are far too loud for Luigi Greenberg to hear her vocal cords. There's other things that we are focused on. The boobs are the 4th and 5th mic. Well, I'm happy to make it in between the Tourette's syndrome and the 2 titties. You would think that the 2 titties would get top billing over me. I'm working hard to stay on the 3rd mic rather than the 5th mic after the 2 titties.
So that people didn't poison and kill them. There was a...
1st mic Anita, 2nd mic Tourette's, 3rd mic me, 4th and 5th boobies. So that's what we've got established as with this 5-person, 5-mic team.
There was a rat called Magoo, and she was blind in one eye. And when we finally caught her, she used to eat like this with her little pinkies up. She'd go, with her pinkies up. And it was really distinctive. And we're like, oh, how classy. Classy Magoo. Right? And she had kids. We had to catch all her kids, keep them with her, and then release them with her.
Ding Lizard with the observation that give Sweet Anita some meth for about 4 or 5 years straight, and then you're starting to look like this. Oh boy, some of those meth over time mugshots. There are some hotties that turn into absolute monsters.
Kids somewhere safe with like a little prevent, like soft release and all that stuff, right? So we got to know her kids, and
see, the soft release, that means you're jerking it too much. You want to have a release that is powerful. You don't want to jerk it every single day, twice a day, because then you just get a spurt of a release rather than a nice powerful release, and it won't be ropey anymore if you do it too often.
Her kids ate with their fingers up, right? And then after a couple of years, we went to check on Magoo's colony to see if she's still there and thriving and alive in her release site. And I put out some food, and there was a little kid, a little baby rat, who came out to eat the grain with just one pinky up, because she's like a descendant of Magoo. She's got a little bit of Magoo in her. She's not full Magoo, just a little bit Magoo. And me and my grandma.
So this is some lore. We're gonna get a little bit past
okay.
this rat of
see.
Pet's past because we don't know the lore of Magoo. Now we know a little bit of the lore of Magoo if we are to return to Sweet Anita, that he was a fancy rat with 2 pinkies up.
A very good thing to me. It doesn't seem like a hobby of mine.
Yeah, my hair shouldn't be this greasy. I always wash it every other day, and it is looking a bit more greasy than it should. Because that's what you're supposed to do with long hair. Not every single day, every other day. But yeah, it's not holding it from washing it yesterday. Ooh, Mr. Tantric Jerk-Off, Sam Bibley. Only once a day, but for 4 hours. That should be quite the powerful jerk at the end of the day. Usually you're teasing your partner with tantric sex. It's
Why
the
don't you become
rare,
a psychologist? You seem to have more to offer.
It's the rare case where you tantric yourself into quite the powerful finish.
Why don't you become a psychologist? You seem to have more to offer than most psychologists. I would never claim that person.
Love is like a ticking clock, berserker. Would you like to suck my cock, berserker? Girl, think pretty. Come on, berserker.
Personally, I think that, you know, also there's a difference between like a therapist and a psychologist. So therapists help people by helping them navigate their traumas and difficulties in life and have a better
Pantene Pro V is my usual one. I'll have to try some mane and tail shampoo.
relationship with their own emotions and their own behaviors, right? Psychologists, I'm pretty sure they just study mental health and to try to understand how we behave and the cultural influence.
I know I was missing a few lines from that verse of Berserker, but those were the 2 that stuck with me. The very first line of ticking clock and the last line of suck my cock. Then later in, I believe it's when they have the speech bubble of I eat cock when he opens up. You can hear the actual song.
Ooh, I know it's good.
Playing on the radio. A big thanks to Deadfool, a $49.99 super sticker. We have got, is that the pair? Yes, I believe that's the pair on a rocket going off into the clouds. Thank you, Deadfool, for the $49.99. And I am official now. Finally got my PIN code in the mail. So I am going to start receiving money from YouTube. It took them a while to get that final notification. And I've got to be a good boy now that I've got a warning for playing public domain movies. Come on, Appeal. Come out on my side. We watched a public domain movie. There is no... Whoever is claiming that third-party ownership is full of fucking shit. No one owns Teenagers from Outer Space. I want to watch a film noir movie next month as bonus content. YouTube, come on, let me.
Of it and stuff like this. Like psychology is different to neuroscience. Neuroscience is to study the structure of the brain and the relationship between all of the physicality of the brain, whereas like psychologists, they research like how the brain behaves, how you think, and what can influence the way that you think. And while all of that is helpful to society, all 3 of those professions, firstly, I wouldn't make a very good therapist because I have fucking Tourette's, dude. Do you know how often I threaten to kill people's dad? It's terrible.
Okay, let's take a look how this
it's also
looks.
really, really inconvenient if somebody has recently.
That might kill the mood if it's a time where we were being intimate and you were to say you were going to kill my dad. But during that time, if you focus it towards me, oh, that is going to be quite a ropey load that you earn for yourself, threatening my life while you are in an intimate moment.
Lost their dad. So, like, with that in mind, like, that is just one of many, many, many situations that is very hard and awkward if you have Tourette's, okay? The next thing is with psychology, Like, psychology interests me, and I read about it as like just a hobby.
That's a hell of a zinger from
All right, let's take a look how
Nimrod.
this looks.
Dylan says nobody owns teenagers from outer space. Anthony Cumia says, "Hold my beer."
And about neuroscience and stuff. I love that stuff. It's very cool.
Now I need to pull it up
there
on
are
YouTube.
different laws of consent in space. So these teenagers from outer space, especially if they're the alien from Voyager,
Dylan says
which that
nobody-
girl was like 2 years old, and she had a completely adult boyfriend because they age at different intervals. We were supposed to love Neelix. He's a kid
Okay,
toucher.
if I
Silly
move it
Star
just a
Trek
tiny bit
Voyager
up.
creators.
Interesting. But I have a job, and I don't fancy studying for years and years to prove that I'm interested enough
Like right there.
in anything else to do it as a whole job. Like, I'm perfectly happy here. And to be honest with you, the likelihood is that if I was a therapist or something, I could help one person at a time. But, like, if I can get lots of people to sit and listen.
I think I know what she's talking about here. I've actually got
Perfect.
a little bit of the Counselor Troy empathy in me. I can turn it off and on, but being a therapist, it does help being empathic.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Takes it the fuck out of me. I could have one client per day as a therapist, because listening to people's problems just fucking drains me. Is that what you're going for too, sweet Anita?
And go, hey, I'm not a professional, but I've dealt with this thing before, and here's how I tried to deal with it, and it worked for me. So take that under advisement, and you don't have to try it, but like it's one of your options. I feel like that actually might.
Anthony Cumia transported this minor into the Delta Quadrant. He should have just kept her in the Alpha Quadrant, but he had to go to the Delta Quadrant with that minor. Now he's getting extra charges.
help more people at once in one go in 15 minutes, say, then
Transporting a minor across galactic lines. Silly Cumia.
I would be able to apply myself in a one-to-one setting where there are like professionalism requirements I couldn't even.
Okay, now I guess I
actually
gotta
live up
fix
to.
this.
You'd have to be pretty sadistic to hire me as a therapist. I'm gonna say it now.
I think you're looking for masochistic for you as a therapist. So that does speak to sweet Anita not being really into the kink aspect of the physical relationship, not knowing the difference between a masochist and a sadist. Because if it's a sadist going to you, they're torturing you, the therapist, where you're saying the therapist is torturing them, the client.
But also, I kind of feel like, I don't know, if people just expect you to do something for them just because, especially if it's just because of an arbitrary reason. Like if someone said, you're a man,
Okay,
fix
that's
my car,"
fine
and
for
you're like,
normal.
No, I've got other things to do. And it's like, but you're a man, you should fix my car. And they're like, but I
Oh, you saw
then
that
here's
YouTube video
the-
too. I think it was covered by Charlie. Moist
There's the new
Critical
layout.
of the "You're a Man, Fix My Car." We haven't seen each other in years, but you're a man. I need a man.
don't want to fix your car. And they're like, fine, do you want to pay me to fix your car? And they're like, no, you should do it for free. And they're like, well, no. Like, if you would pay someone to fix your car, why wouldn't you pay me? And it's like, because you're a man, you're supposed to do it. You would hate them and be disgusted with the fact that they expected you to drop everything and do this thing for them just because.
You found a way to dehumanize me that doesn't get me hard. That instead annoys the shit out of me. How dare you?
And unfortunately, everyone wants random women in their life to be their therapist. They're like, you know about emotions. You should serve people and fix things. You be my therapist. And so, like, when people trauma dump on me that I barely even fucking know and expect me to drop my whole life to fix and raise them, for free, it makes you less enticed by it.
No. He was going to repay you in orgasms. That was the deal that he worked out in his mind, is that you fix him and turn him into a man instead of a man-child, and he repays you with orgasms.
In general.
Okay.
Anita didn't understand that social contract that she got into.
You don't, when people have been trying to force you to do something over and over for ages, it's less appealing. It's kind of like someone going, you wash my toilet. You know? You change my nappy. You're a mom.
You ever see that BDSM gear where they've got the leather mask that has
it's
the
on normal
toilet brush
latency, that's
attached to
why.
the mouth, so that they're cleaning the toilet with their mouth toilet brush?
I don't like that. I like ultra
The only
low.
one?
Like, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no.
No way to change it now, is there?
Also, I know that therapists go through really frustrating things that I could not handle. I'm just not patient enough. Oh my god. Like, sometimes therapists will talk something through with you and they won't even advise anything. But people hear their emotions. Oh my god, people hear their emotions. Fuck off. So fuck off. So you, like, I've read therapists
That tick actually fit into what you were saying so well.
talking on Reddit and stuff where they're like, yeah, I had a client.
Okay,
who was
I'll be
like,
right back.
So I told my wife to fuck off, like you said. And I told her, like, my
And she fucked on. Can you believe it?
therapist, even my therapist thinks you should fuck off. And she was aghast, but like, thank you, it really solved the issue.
Oh, if she's aghast, you do not want to go right through the wormhole. That is just going to release that gas. Very much like putting a knife into the ketchup bottle to get it out. You go right through the wormhole when she is aghast, and it's gonna come hit ya.
And the therapist is like, I never told you to. You did what? You told them I said what? Because people remember things emotionally. So, like, whatever you make them feel, whatever they were thinking at the time when you were talking to them, will get mixed into the memory. So people can really misremember your sessions and do the stupidest shit or the most meanest shit.
Yep, I had a friend who asked me, hey, what was that therapist? I hadn't seen a therapist since back in Maryland, so well over 10 years ago. And when they went to see her and talked about the session they had of saying, you were just so honest, like really applauding her. So, yeah, saw her once, and she said, I was just so honest, such a great person. No. She probably commended you for being so honest, but she wasn't like just cheering. You're so honest. You're in the right. You're great.
You know?
People can really twist what therapists say and then use it as justification for their bad behavior.
Yes. So yeah, I would not be able to handle that, and apparently it's a really common therapist experience. Also, people aren't used to any level of intimacy, so like friendship intimacy.
Ugh, I hate the delay that's on here.
Friends, for example, and obviously it's a professional relationship with nothing else attached when you confide in a therapist, right? But for some people who've never had that level of emotional intimacy, it looks like love, and it feels like love. You know, like when you give a stray dog a bit of roast chicken and they've never had any food given to them in their life, let alone fucking roast chicken. So they're like, I am your friend now forever and I will defend you to the grave. This is love, right? And it's like...
Tony Soprano. At some point, he brought in a bunch of flowers for Dr. Melfi. I'm not your client anymore, so I thought we could go out. And she was not having it. If I remember correctly, he slammed the door and you could hear him on the other side. Fucking cunt!
No, I just dropped the chicken on the floor and you can have it because I didn't want it to go... Well, no, I can't... You're not my dog now! But yeah, people do that with their therapist, where they actually fucking...
You've got the primal play all confused. Yes, there are dog behaviors that I will take on as prey to your hunter, but I am still a human, especially in the streets.
fall in love with them. Like, straight away. Just like, you
Human in the streets, property in the sheets.
are my future husband or wife.
Kinky.
Because you listen to my problems and help me with them, and we just have such a good connection. It's like, sir, that is therapy. That is just how therapy is.
Let's jump ahead a little bit again. A lot of chat reading. That is the style of what she's going for. Well, at least we have a nice pair of...
Yeah, the PR department basically trolled her and...
I was going to compliment your boobies again, because I'm a giant perv, and so are a lot of my other beloved chatters. Stelio was unaware, but yeah, Sweet Anita has a thing going, and fucking getting paid for it. So, good for Sweet Anita.
Character assassinated her. But yeah, I'm gonna do Treats O'Clock. Now that we talked about all that,
I wonder if that episode, Sam Bibley of The Sopranos, is the one where they filmed a scene of Tony jerking off in the car. Because people who have delved in, I don't think it made its way to a DVD extra. Because why can't I think of the actor's name right now? He absolutely did not want that jerking off scene with Tony Soprano in there. Actually, it must have been season 5. I think he was. What was he after Melfi in season 5 when he was going through the separation with Carmela?
I have no
I think
idea
that's a
if
bit
any
of an
that's the
overreaction.
thing. But now that we've talked about that, bitch, I'm gonna go and treat my bunnies before we do some Diabolin. Might also grab a
James Gandolfini. Thank you, Bibley and Spurgsnake. Sam Bibley believes that he refused to film that jerking off scene. I think I heard that he objected to it, but at the end of the day did film it. Either way, I don't believe it made its way out, if indeed they were able to convince him to do the jerking off scene.
warm drink and some mango pieces. I might. So let's get the bunny cam up. Here we go.
Oh,
What's
so
that?
there's
What's
PETA.
Lulu? I hope she's okay.
Pete the Bunny.
We'll sort this. It's just time. It's time. Oh, and have I left my phone in here? Yes, I have. It often goes off and I have to come back, so I will bring that with me.
So a little bit of she needs a little break instead of a pee break song like we've seen Bobby Fran and Hack Ride take. We get a bunny cam, and that bunny is not being cooperative. It is your time to shine, bunny, but you went away from the camera. Bad bunny. I do not have a rap song Puerto Rico pun for that Bad Bunny mention. It just kind of happened.
It's to it. Getting the good late as well. So, and what the loot can do.
Tony Soprano's sleeping in a race car bed in season 5 at his mother's house, which Janice was really trying to get all before that. But Tony is in that house now with his with Artie Bucco. Pathetic Artie Bucco after he thought he was gonna score with the gorgeous new hostess when really his wife was a hottie and smart enough to know to get away from Tony, even though they fooled around back in high school.
But yeah, a huge thanks to Blizzard for sponsoring today's stream. I'm very excited to get tucking into Diablo again.
Oh, that's right. I do recall another Bad Bunny streamer, different from the Bad Bunny rapper. It sounds like Sweet Anita is loading up a video game here. So let's go ahead and skip past this video game coverage. I do believe that she gets back to just chatting with us. So let's see, this was about a 4-hour stream. So she has different segments. The opening, where she chats with her audience, middle portion of video gaming, and now chatting with the audience again.
Pop them down. So wood would just lay there forever. For millions of years, it would just lay there, being non-rotted. It was like a indefinite material because there was nothing to break it down. So we have quite a good fossil record of trees and when they first started, becoming what they are, and just because they didn't break down. So we have so many fossil trees. Like I have fossil trees. Like fossilized petrified wood is like really easy to find. Especially
Found some petrified wood.
in coastal areas of the UK because there are so many areas offshore that used to be forests millions of years ago. So it washes up the rocks that are made of petrified wood.
And we're about due for another big flood, for the sea to rise up quite a bit and take out all those coastal towns like it did with Atlantis so many years ago. Thank you, Isaac Walmart, for gifting 5 memberships. We have got 5 new rope shooters. Wantu, Salvatore, James McKeon, Glue FPV, O-Dogs, Proud Poppy. You folks can check out the members-only stream of Slow Adult Speed Dating next Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, and hopefully YouTube will allow me to watch public domain movies, because I had fun with that first one. that they said no.
Yeah, you do. But it's just, you have to know what you're looking at, because otherwise it would just look like a rock. But the minute you know what you're looking at, you can see all of the concentric rings in the wood and all of the wood pattern in the stone. And you go, oh yeah! And it's like really weird. Like, it's like taking someone to the beach for the first time, piss off, and you piss and you say,
You take someone to the beach at the first time to piss off. It is just very convenient to piss off at the beach. We're already in the water, and it's not like the public pool where it's a finite amount and it'll become more piss than water at some point. It's the ocean. It's filled with fish piss and poop. It just fits right in with all the piss intermingles in the ocean.
pattern.
Spam calls every day.
Oh yeah, and it's like really weird. Like it's like
I need to get an app or
And I
something to
keep
block
forgetting
them.
that I do have super chat jingles. Thanks to both Isaac Walmart and Deadpool for the gifted memberships and the super chats.
Your super chat made my day. Cheers and hip, hip, hooray.
The good old Walton family. Oh, Artie Bucco's wife, so good looking.
taking someone to the beach for the first time, piss off, and you piss and you say, here's a piece of sea glass. And they've never seen a piece of sea glass before in their life, but they've walked on many beaches. And from that moment on, they're able to see it on the beach. And they're like, it's everywhere! Oh my god! And it's the same with petrified wood. Like, once you pick it up and look at it, you're like, huh, it's a rock. And I go, no, it used to be wood. And then you look at it and go, oh yeah!
And a little
Wow.
public service announcement that you need to seek a doctor if your wood is petrified for 4 hours. That is actually a problem where it seems like just a fantastic day. Seek medical attention for petrified wood of 4 hours or more.
But like, my question is, how do we know that there wasn't something that decayed or consumed wood before that died out?
Hey, all right. That emoji made it on. Usually most of the emojis just tell you what it is. Annie Orion's Game Over actually made it to the screen. Hooray. But you were talking about something, Sweet Anita, that worked into a blowjob joke right there. Please continue.
But like, my question is, how do we know that there wasn't something that decayed or consumed wood before that died
nice.
out in a mass extinction, and then there was no way for it to rot? Because if that's the case, then wood might, tree plants might have existed for much longer, but the record might have been interrupted. So our initial identification of where trees began might be inaccurate. So we might be throwing around this whole we're here longer than trees factoid, and we might be wrong for all we know. But I do think that if we develop time travel,
Oh yeah, she is talking about termites. Isn't she, Stalio? I was just going to let her go without saying, yeah, termites are very much like ants.
She's
They've
also
been here
talking
much
about
longer
time
than we
travel.
have, and they'll be here much longer than after, when we do something silly and make this environment unfeasible for humans. The ants, the cockroaches, ants can go to space. And termites are of a similar ilk. Wasps, they have it in them to go to space, but I don't see the wasps going to space like the ants someday may do.
one of the things that we're going to start doing is documenting all of the lost history. And also,
No, don't document all of the lost history, Anita. It was good because of that pilot episode of Jack Shephard waking up, and then we just had 5 fucking seasons of walking through the jungle and throwing shit against the wall. Don't document the lost history. It will drive you up a fucking wall.
I would wonder if we'd start colonizing the past. Like, if you could... Like, even 100 million years is still a little bit of a blink of an eye. So, like, technically, if you didn't take any of the resources that we use now, you wouldn't disturb the timeline. Because everything that you created would be erased within 10,000 years, even if you built a whole city. So long as you used renewable energy, it would be perfectly fine.
But we take and put some human heads into a fucking rock side of a mountain. Take that, future generations.
So for all we know,
It will erode, but it'll take a long fucking time. The nozzle goes first, as we saw with the Sphinx.
Oh, there might be humans on Pangaea. Skyscrapers would not last as long as the pyramids. They're not made out of stacks of stone. We don't carve anything, really, into stone very much.
Even stone statues have gone out of style.
You what?
I agree with Sweet Anita. I believe she is indeed smart. Just look how smart she is. You can see physically that I don't know if I could hold her smarts with both hands.
Smart.
That is my favorite of her twitches. That involuntary wink.
The Giza pyramid is 4,000 years old and it's made of concrete. I thought it was made out of like carved stone. I thought it was made out of carved chunks of stone that were moved into place.
Aliens.
But also, yeah, so I don't think it is made of concrete. But also, what I'm saying is, if you say took New York and
I don't think
left
anyone
it
really
alone
asked you.
for 10,000 years, it would disappear. The buildings we make now, the things that we create and use, would be gone without a trace very, 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 very quickly. Especially if it's in an area which you knew, because of like continental drift, would be submerged in the ocean in a few 100 million years as well. Like, there would be no physical trace left after.
We already said goodbye to Florida. Goodbye, California. That is the one that is just floating off into the sea, whereas Florida is just going to get covered.
A very short amount of time, and by that I mean just like 10,000 years. You could make a city that after you're done with it would disappear in way less time, especially if it was deliberate. If you time traveled back to a time hundreds of millions of years before humanity, and you used it to just live in, you could design your buildings to be biodegradable, run on like energy efficient, like renewable sources that leave no trace.
Well, now that we're talking about accents, Sam Bibley, I will say that the Vancouver accent is a fun one, especially watching movies filmed there in Vancouver, and the actors, the local actors, really trying their best to cover up that Vancouver accent and sound like an American. Gee whiz.
You could deliberately make it degrade even faster than that. So if we had time travel in the future and we documented all of the past,
Bits of wicker detected,
like and we
embedded within the
documented all of
chunks of dark
hidden,
matter.
lost
Wicker
history
is
of our
not
planet,
a known
documented
ingredient
all
of the dark
animals and
matter
creatures and
product.
all of the different things that went on this planet before humans, then you could definitely pinpoint times and places where it would be habitable and safe to exist.
The only members of a tossball team strong enough to crack a stick into are the dedicated hackers,
And to
like
have it
Black Hole
completely
Birdie.
disappear before
Whatever
humanity
Ms. Ruth
knows
Bellamy
it.
must have relayed to the tossball hacker during their picnic together instigated a furious increase in his usual strength threshold by 52%.
Well, after that science talk,
I seen Birdie snap a
think
tossball stick in
we
half
need
before.
for the second time.
Happened right after the
a
Darlings
little
stole the
bit of
quarterfinals
a,
from the Rangers
more
last year.
Pretty neat, huh? Okay, now cue the music and that star thing.
Space planets, they are mostly gas giants or ice balls. There are very few space planets that can actually grow trees.
And it might be necessary. I mean, what if we don't figure out how?
Oh, that deep, yeah, the Vancouver accent that I'm doing there, Catherine, it is a little bit McKenzie Brothers from the movie Strange Brew. From what I understand, that is more of a backwoods type of country Canadian accent. But I am using it to talk about Vancouver because I do hear some Vancouverness in there.
Okay,
I'm
well.
taking it to the nth degree with Bob and
Cool.
Doug.
How to fix microplastics. They're just going to build up until everything is complete.
Hey, boss, watch this!
Here goes nothing.
Don't worry about being unpatriotic on election day, Sam Bibley. According to the winner, half of the people who voted for the loser are unpatriotic. So it just goes along with the day, actually.
What the hell?
Never seen such a lame duck president in my life. A lame duck sitting president who they were like, just sit in the corner and shut the fuck up. And he released that statement of garbage humans. This is a repeat. You dumbass. You were sitting in the corner and you had to get less people on your side with that garbage people comment. It's the basket of deplorables. You dumb fuck. It's less tight of a race since you started shitting on them. Go back to the corner. Shut up.
Okay, that was awkward. I got crippled and then it was over.
Oh, and the Strange Brew movie.
I think something time
I really
travel-
wish we would have got a second Strange Brew movie, but there is probably the only comedy of all time that was based on Hamlet. It is, when you look at the plot, it is beat for beat Hamlet, but a silly, wacky comedy instead of a Shakespearean tragedy.
More of a task, a bit more of an ask than solving my questions. Maybe. You never know.
Heads up, boss!
Stalio, ever since I was of voting age, I was like, this is the year. This is the year in which we get 5% for the third party, so the third party can be recognized as an official third party going forward. I want to flood the market, is what I want to do. Vote Libertarian, vote Green Party, and let's flood the market. Yeah, after... At some point, you realize, it's walking the wrong way. Either way.
You never know. I mean, it might be that it builds up so much and becomes a toxic kind of thing.
Funny
that
comment, yes, Sam
wasn't
Bibley.
the advancement.
But it got many more people to say, fuck this guy and his party, than it did to agree with him.
Wow, there is a disappointing answer that would destroy everything.
Giving me the touch.
Also, what if, like, another species gave us time travel, but didn't give us any knowledge on how to fix it? Like microplastics.
The biggest thing that's going
Cool.
to be missing from the incoming
These mind
president
control guys
is
are weird.
falling downstairs. It has been, who was it? Jimmy Carter? I think it was the last person to fall downstairs as often. That is something we were really missing from the White House, was a president who falls downstairs. You would have thought that it was Chevy Chase impersonating as often as he was falling down.
Like, there might be loads of, like, potential timelines.
Heads up,
Why
jackass!
we might end up with time travel before we can figure out how to clean up the I mean, we figured out quite a lot of stuff before we figured out
No,
how
I'm
to
okay.
solve
That's a comedy bit. I didn't read that entire comment when I had it on. That's a complete comedy bit of saying one thing and then, could you elaborate? Kind of like the David Lynch interview. Could you elaborate? No.
sexism and just be a decent person, forehead, seems way
We
simpler
did it.
than buying, like, than inventing the mobile phone or inventing, like, I don't know, any of the vaccines we've created or even a piece.
This one commenter has my attention. Sweet Anita, if you don't believe me that the pyramid is made of concrete, look for the Pyramid 2019 on YouTube,
See,
the 3-hour documentary
the
with
PCs we
physical
have
and
now
chemical
is not
evidence.
complex.
Do you have an abridged version?
Complicated than not being racist. I feel like we have varying capabilities when it comes to advancements.
Thank you, Honk the Clown. It was Ford, not Carter, that always fell. I was in the right timeline, but just a bit outside. And Honk will be joining me this Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. I will be chatting with Honk the Clown. A nice little girthy interview that we will have together. It does look like we are coming up on the time. You have anything to... Yes, he did fall upstairs, Catherine. He fell downstairs and he fell upstairs. that was the best part of the presidency. Was him falling both up and downstairs. So let's get towards the end here on Sweet Anita, and boy, you are looking extra hot right there. It's the way that she's wearing her sweater that's exposing her tatas, and that smile. You have you're winning me over. Well, you already won me over, Sweet Anita.
A time where everyone had slaves and everyone was hurting animals. He was from the 1600s, and he still didn't want to hurt anyone just because it was legal, and didn't want to enslave anyone just because it was legal. Like, it doesn't matter what time you're from. You can still see people as fucking people. I've still got the same question for a man from the 70s as I would today. If he wrote it today, I'd be asking the same question. If he wrote it in the fucking 1400s, I would still be asking.
Once she got on this rap about time, she just didn't stop. Let's get a little more ahead.
It's because that up until that point, most of the men who were born with the power couldn't activate it and couldn't, like, do the whole rite of passage.
Men with the power who can't activate it. Like, that is just so fucking frustrating. Because you got these little micro-peened men who can activate it, and then you got this big ol' schlonger that you can't activate. You might as well have the micro-peen at that point if you can't activate it.
Logic, regardless. I don't even know
So,
why you bring that
what's the
up.
plan?
I don't accept crumbs. So, like, if someone...
Oh, gee whiz. She doesn't accept crumbs. Crumb bum. She's passed on you. That's unfortunate.
Cigarette lighter. Yay. Very valuable.
We're at the sign-off point, Anita. Do you have any more to say?
Questions, like, why did you design it this way? What was the thought process and intention behind that? Ah, I wish I loved you.
Well, we're signing off with quite a whimper. With just there it is. I already took my drink for your little winky tick. Winky tick. That sounds like a solid name for a micro-peen.
Medieval knight, full army, holding a shield. What about it? Like, that's a really out of context thing to bring to this conversation. It's like, okay. Next time you're minding your business, I'm gonna walk into your kitchen while you're, like, making
Ooh,
food
hack
and
plus
just
7
say,
right there.
I don't know. Cat with 17 nipples and a guitar.
Oh, you're taking
What?
from the Balin Dupree book now, of just pretending that you have ticks. Throwing these pretend ticks into your real ticks.
Meow.
Fucking hell, that actually made me jump a little. I always forget you can do that. Do you have Tourette's? Oh no. Now you've all remembered that you can do that. Well, I should probably go. On that note, thanks for hanging out, guys.
Thanks for hanging out. I really regret leaving these sound drops for you people to just activate, and I am getting out of here, is how Sweet Anita is ending this stream, which has the most fun name of any of the streams that are available on her Twitch, dabbling in a few things.
Whoa!
She dabbled in Diablo 4, she dabbled in time travel and the pyramids, and she's dabbling her way out
It's
of
been
here.
really fun, I swear. I'm not going for any particular reason, but it's been fun. I will see you tomorrow? No, I won't. I'll see you Saturday.
Oh, nope.
It's been a cool day, but it's Friday already. So I better go. Don't worry, I wasn't scared off because of the redemptions. I just saw the time. I swear.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Awful.
I wasn't scared off because you guys were playing all those sound effects
No, I
that
didn't.
I'm not a fan of and don't want you playing. Oh shoot, I got rid of my Yeah, son of a bitch. I got rid of my layout, which I usually play
Can you
for
stop?
the TikTok stream. So I'm going to have to get that layout back. We are on to the second part of the show, where we check out what's going on with TikTok. We don't have any Tourette's type of people here, so yeah, look at me. I'm a little teeny tiny. I need to bring back the layout. When I changed it, I was like, oh, I don't use this for anything. No, I use it all the time, regularly. So here we have a fellow that is singing a song that I relate to.
Tell me one thing, quick, tell me one thing. Why all these clown girls showing up on my FYP? What does it mean about me? Double tap, you see, 'cause I like that shit, I guess.
He doesn't know what it means. I know what it means for me. I took the joke too far. Whoopsie doodle.
Does it really matter about their breasts? I like that they got balloon animals that stretch in a big clown nose. Wanna honk, honk, honk on them hoes, but I don't know how to feel about it. Is there some
He wants to honk, honk, honk on those hoes. So meet up with this guy, Honk. He is looking for a stunt cock.
something buried inside of me that wants to come out? Do I have a childhood that I never figured out? Did my mommy love me? Did my daddy hug me? Man, I'm struggling to see the meaning.
And that is nice. He got himself a clown girl there.
What?
She's not all dressed up like a clown, but it's just her natural aesthetic to where she was going for goth and missed the mark by this much.
How in
To
the
make
ace did
herself
you get in
a
here?
clown lady.
You're not a Rizzo's aunt, right?
What does this mean?
Oh, void it all.
Somebody please.
What does it even matter now?
Scrolling really
What do
quick.
you want?
Trying to get away.
Speak up and quickly if you will.
But I have to admit that the clown girls make it all feel okay. I can't get away. Honk honk.
You do know that
hope you wear
Halcyon
clown
Helen
shoes,
is a
'cause she
fictional
don't clown
character
clowns.
portrayed by the late actress
bounce
Ruth
on my
Bellamy,
tongue.
yes?
No. Clown shoes aren't supposed to go clomp clomp. They're supposed to go squeaky squeaky with every single step they take. You've got the wrong shoes. You've got clogs, not clown shoes.
But if not,
Of course,
I just
if you
take
were
a
to
look at
say,
your behind.
contract your services to me,
When I'm at
I
home
suppose
and I
I
wanna
could grant you
unwind.
clearance enough to
I just
answer your murder-related
scroll,
questions,
and then
Ms.
clown girls
Spectre.
pop up, and I
You
never
see,
Sure.
try.
I've found myself
To
in a
get
bit of a
away.
pickle. Some
I
of my
can't even
lab
let
techs
go.
have turned rather aggressive following a recent
Us
experiment
young
gone
hippies
awry.
with our
Hence
hippie
why I've
hairdo,
barricaded
and
myself in the lab.
specifically this guy, Sam Bibley, does not like. Yeah, that is a silly hairdo, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's
I
coming from
suppose
me.
I should make myself useful.
So that guy,
Let me
who
think.
was this? What is your name that I can give you credit?
I can remotely unlock the
with
supply
3 B's.
closets in the lower
Carbs
levels of
with
the lab.
Confession 3
Perhaps
is
you'll
all
find
about
some
the
useful
clown
apparatus
girls.
or two in them.
And really,
Sweet.
there is no mystery to clown girls when you have people like Ms. Spookykins coming up on your
You
For
have my
You
grat-
page.
Now,
Let's
if
get
you
weird
a
cosplay-
full screen
during
into
the
Miss
cleanup. I believe
Spookykins.
These people
and,
don't deserve
her
to
nice
die, Captain.
silicon that she
Let's try
attached to
using
her
the
chest
sedative.
there. Kind of
The
similar
doors to the lower
to
lab
Scuba
is
Steph
sealed for
last
our
week, who was dressed up like Rhonda the Clown, all McDonald's.
Everybody wants to date the weird cosplay girl until it's time to go out in public in Clissy makeup. Then it's not so fun anymore, is it?
I don't know who these people are that don't want to show their clown girlfriend out in public. They are little wussies, is what they are. So here
Meh.
she is in a
Maybe true, maybe
another
true.
clown outfit, and all of her outfits
You see how I
showing
do my
off
makeup?
that nice surgery that she got on her chest.
You see how I do my makeup for work? Very demure, very mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease. I don't look like a clown when I go to work. I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. See how I look very presentable? The way I came to the interview is the way I
No.
go to the job.
You look like a bitch.
Very annoying audio that she put along, but the visual. Actually, I could have taken that.
Does she
audio,
look
on
like a
mute
bitch?
The way I do with DMCA violating music. My browser has lost connection to audio. Oh well. But while we're on the last one, and she's just doing what she did on those others of talking over some audio. She does have a nice little laugh here at the beginning. It looks like that nipple is really trying to escape, and you're not really missing anything with this audio that she's speaking over. Well, actually, you can see the closed captions there in the bottom, but the important part is the giggling chesticles that she has going on there. The bouncing
Shit.
Here in the Christmas variant of her clowning costume. So that is our episode for today. I have got to remember to make my layout for tomorrow's episode of TikTok Around the Clock so I can fit in very nicely, as I usually do. And Honk the Clown will be joining me on Thursday. Next Friday, we will have a bonus episode of Slow Adult Speed Dating. 17 straight minutes from Wizzy Wiz and a slow adult looking for love. I haven't watched it in months. It's new to me once again. So, looking forward to checking out some slow adult speed dating for you rope shooters next Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Oh yes, I've got to arrange with Spurgsnake when we will be debuting the review of a movie-making nerd, James Rolfe's audiobook. I don't think either one of us got the physical book. We've got the audiobook ready to roll. So we will be throwing that into the rotation the way we have got the St. Cloud Moron Show into the rotation. I haven't seen the Clippers posting anything new from Gino Bisconti lately, so maybe there won't be a second episode of Flat Broke Love. I do believe he'll start acting up again, and we might eventually get a second episode of Flat Broke Love. Looking forward to some new... I really want to do some more public domain theater. I've got to see how this appeal goes through. I want to do another movie on public domain theater. And get down, gosh darn it. When is pronouns, pal? Next Friday is the stream for the bonus content, Slow Adult Speed Dating. I think 2 weeks
Nope, that doesn't
is
work.
what I'm aiming for the James Rolfe movie-making nerd audiobook. I definitely want to get into that. I'm curious about it, and that's also a good way to go fishing for some views, because there is a whole community that enjoys shitting on James Rolfe. The Cinemassacre Truth has turned on their former hero, the angry video game nerd, and now they are looking to poke fun at him.
Could have helped a lot of people with all the
looking
bits they
forward
poured
to
into this
catching a
place.
few of those folks with a movie-making nerd with James Rolfe as the author.
lot more Rizzos than
Everything
I
I've
ever
heard about
wanna
that
see
book
in
is
my life.
negative, so I hope it lives up to being a terrible choice by James Rolfe, the same way the angry video game nerd
No, it's fine.
was.
Here they come.
So, looking forward to checking that out with you. Sam Bibley actually downloaded it and forgot about it. So, yeah, you can go with us. We'll see how many chapters we get in at a time. The middle part, where
Ninja
he
speed.
spends a huge chunk talking about his college career. We'll see if that's worth multiple episodes, one episode, or yeah, it's a mess from what I'm aware. Someone who loves film that much did the angry video game nerd movie. I've seen some excerpts on the Cinemassacre Truth. That there is, I think this should be a good time. This is just appears to be a complete mistake. Everything that he did with this book. Thanks, Sweet Anita, for bringing some canned goods for the rest of the class. I was trying to make a pun there with her big cans. Didn't quite work, did it, Jay Sherman? I thought it was a good joke, but Jay Sherman does have a different type of...
It stinks.
Yeah, that opinion, he thought it stunk. I'm gonna go ahead, get on out of here. Seems like oh yes, tomorrow morning, the David Collins morning drive. I believe I will be calling in before the show, so you can check out that over on the Blind Mike channel. But that is all from me for today. Be back tomorrow with TikTok around the clock, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Thank you for joining. Now feel free to go away.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. It's fun being with friends. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye for now.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.
I can't take it.
Ding dao there.
Places all. All join hands, circle left. Now circle right and listen to me. LSMFT. Elementary corners like swinging on a gauge. To right to you, honey, with the right to left aid. Grand right and left around you go. Lucky strike means fine tobacco. Meet you swing around with the little girls. Smoke 'em, then you'll see. LSMFT. Promenade and don't you fall. Promenade around the hall. Lucky strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a lucky strike.
Yay!
Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like. You just can't beat a lucky strike.
Just who in the... Oh my law. It's you. Wait. What do you think you are?
Mystery.
Dr. Blossom? Captain, we gotta hurry.
Yeah? The door was closed. Hi, Sam. Just playing the Outer Worlds.
Somebody didn't want us talking to Dr. Blossom. You think it was Miss Helen's killer?
Dr. Blossom just got killed. So I got called to this hotel to solve this actress's murder. And I'm following some leads right now to this research facility. And as I was doing a favor for this scientist, they came in here and killed her. So now I don't know who killed her, because it was the classic line of, "Oh my God, it's you! I can't believe you did this!" And then they killed her off screen while I was locked behind a door, so. I like Primal Vomit. It tastes good. It has an orangey undertone. Let me put on my hacking armor.
Monster.
There we go. Ah, big dopamine. Hi, Deadfool. Thanks for stopping by. Maybe it was Hugh. Hughesy? It probably was Hughesy. That makes sense. Oh, you mean Hugh, because I said you. I get it. See, I'm dumb sometimes. Gimme. Gimme. Ugh. That's lame. Wow. That's pretty stupid. So I just need to have all the alcohol? That's stupid. Do you have all the alcohol? Probably not. That'd be too easy. I don't know which kinds they do and don't have. Let's see. I've got orange. I've got black. I've got brown. I've got red. Well. More specifically, I need the Spectrum vodka types, because there's other vodkas, but they're not Rizzo. It's 8. It just said that.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they
Eating
were
its
still
own
alive.
cat.
It's probably a laser
Awful
gun.
place to die.
Can you
The killer might
stop?
have been in a hurry. I guess that makes sense. If they were after something else.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It is Rizzo's.
Timeline. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstances as the other corpses already scanned. Timeline discrepancy. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Fancy. Well, now he's super dead, so but not much to worry about. Engineering? That's bad. I was hoping it would be cool.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Cool.
See that red wire? Whoever cut that wire was trying to disrupt the circuit. They could have sealed the lab doors temporarily. At least until the failsafes kicked in.
But
Looks like a standard ventilation shaft to me. Somebody around my size could have crawled in. Wouldn't have been comfortable or, you know...
no offense, sweetheart, but you're kind of fat.
Ventilation
No, I'm just
shafts
kidding.
usually turn into sprat nests.
Well, why don't you get up there and check it out? Hop on up. I'll take all that, thanks. The Sam Biblinator. Wow, now I have the violet. Recredible. Currently, my favorite gun is this missile launcher because it's just a missile launcher. It's pretty awesome. There's not a lot of explosive weapons in this game. Storage warehouse. Alright, well. Guess I'm going to get some stupid alcohol. Unless you could just point me in the right directions first, Nick.
Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time.
Nah, that's fine.
Releasing the wasquitos for pollinization.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Now in progress.
Nah, it'll be all good. No, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Nobody panic.
I think we're about to get educated in a hurry.
Nobody worry. I hate when you can't go through shit like that in games. Breaks your immersion pretty quickly. Hey! Oh, those are quite durable.
Out of my way!
Yeah, kick the bees.
Watch this!
Caution advised. Mosquito venom sacs release the chemical, patent pending, name withheld, that makes a single sting up to 12 times more painful and deadly than that of organic wasps.
That's nice. Why would you do that? For fun? Seems wildly unnecessary to me.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Got it. Inside voices.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Oh, okay, then I'll go this way.
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Hey Carter, there's bugs coming to kill us.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as
Caution
Halcyon
advised.
Helen.
Mosquito venom sacs
Well, kiddo,
release the
we're
chemical,
safe from mosquitoes as
pending,
long as
name
we keep
withheld,
the doors closed.
that makes a single sting up to 12 times more painful and deadly than that of organic wasps.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Well, good thing I left those open for you. What's happening over here?
Looks like we're doing this. My time to shine.
Okay, weird.
Don't let up. You're going down.
Here goes nothing.
Caution advised. Mosquito venom sacs release the chemical, patent pending, name withheld, that makes a single sting up to 12 times more painful and deadly than that of organic wasps.
I like when Felix kicks bugs.
I'm the
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ah. Oh, he can't spell, lol. Or she, I guess. Well, that sucks. He got drafted. Well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, we know.
Congratulations, Inspector. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints.
Oh, shut up.
Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Someone needs to get to Hive Control to shut down the swarms.
Okay, where is that? Couple hundred hives. Don't get stung by these.
Someone needs to get to Hive Control to shut down the swarms.
Yummy. I'm too quick.
Gas is incoming.
Hi.
Here I come.
Here I go!
Score one for Felix.
I like that she can knock bugs onto the floor.
You guys see that?
Good work, team.
They can't activate the pollinization cycle while guests are here. I'm filing a lawsuit.
No, you're not doing shit. You're dead. Hi. You're just gonna kill her?
Think
All right, cool.
Heads up, jackass! Boss, did you see that?
Yeah, I saw a drone execute a girl for no reason. That drone and I should team up. Well, now I'm concussed.
Incoming!
I can't hear you.
Hey, boss, watch this!
Bonk.
You want some of this? And the crowd goes wild.
Teamwork.
Heads up!
I died a lot here. I was underleveled. Oh, I am clearly not underleveled because I'm just trouncing them. Hold on. Hallucinating. Ooh. I'll take some of that gas. Yeah, you didn't block much, huh? Huh? You didn't block much, did you? Okay, now I'm just backtracking. Cool. Ooh, dumpster food. Yay. What are you talking about? Like level? Or are you talking about age?
Processing sweeping.
Heads up, jackass!
Kick in the head.
My time to shine!
Easy. There's a greenhouse in here? Cool.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What's the discrepancy? Game? Oi.
Tossball kick!
I am still gonna kill
I'm
you.
the best there ever was!
And you.
Nothing personal, I swear.
I guess she's right. That wasn't personal. Alright, so we go around the edge and then through the middle.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Processing. Here it comes! You want some of this?
That's the last of them.
Wait. Did that just break down my good gun? Man, it's too easy to fuck up shit. Okay, I just gotta make sure I save repeatedly. Run past this. Save. And kill.
That's the last of him.
Just wanted to make you smile.
You did. Don't worry about it. It was funny.
Well, we made it. And I'm not seeing a giant stockpile of Rizzo's purple berry bunch. So, I'm pretty disappointed right now.
Yeah, I wish there was also like, let me just double check before I'm talking out my ass. Yeah, there's no sneak to like ignore mines.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis. Ground appears to be scattered with purpleberry seedlings. This particular strain is of a variety proprietary to Risso's and should not be in common use.
That's not dirt, and that's not half buried. What are you talking about? So it's a fake voucher. That's cool. It's a thicker blade than normal. Wow. That's a good blade. It's made out of wood. It's honestly a good weapon. We'll give it a shot for a bit.
Processing beginning.
You're going down!
I like this pistol. Just a little cool little blaster pistol.
For this.
I like this blade. It's like wood effects. It looks really nice. It's like the officer's spine, but it's like extra thick blade. Ow. Hi. Wow, you're strong.
You guys see that? I'm a good brawl. My time to shine. Everyone all right?
Nah. If I'm finding mechanicals, might as well use this.
Yeah. Now that was fun.
I would like to get out now. It's this way.
Heads up, jackass.
I see you there.
Alright, meleeing them is not an option. This isn't working. Where's the other gun? I need that gun. You're not running from me. Little bitch ass bugs. Ultra deadly swarms.
Gosh and golly, we might get stung to death unless someone aborts the pollinization cycle. How exciting!
Yeah, I know, but I need you to do your job, miss.
How exciting!
Fine.
Such lovely weather calls for a harvest, I do believe.
Ugh, broke bitch.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
I'll let you know when I care. You guys suck.
Watch this!
No, I'm not really okay.
Score one for Felix. That was fun.
On the roof? How do I get on the roof? No, it's that. Okay, cool.
Tool is comprised of 99% plastic, 0.5% steel, and 0.5% carbonated sugary beverage. Trace amounts of kerosene, alcohol, hydrazine, and liquid hydrogen also detected.
Find anything, boss?
No.
Or maybe they were close to somebody who was a Slug employee.
Everything okay, Captain? It's getting harder to tell when you're twisting my limb.
I'm punching them, though. That's pretty obvious to tell when it's happening, right? At least I'm consistent with that.
Welcome to the Nut Hut, the only place you can get Rizzo's ground-up, pound-up fruit drinks, made with mostly berries and twigs. Now I'd love to get you something, maybe... Wow, what a strange question. I'm much too delighted to be suspicious. I sold lower-level spectrums to workers from RR&DD Labs, Hive Control, and the Conservatory. Jacob's predecessor also splurged briefly on a bottle beyond his pay grade, and Black Hole Birdie bought my most expensive spectrum when he visited. I wish he'd bought more. Oh, if you're looking for your own spectrum, remember that you can always buy from the Nut Hut or the Grand Colonial Bar, so long as you have the bits to...
Okay. Well, you don't have what I'm looking for. Well, I'll take that one. I think I already have that. So I just need indigo. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? I was back here at this fucking little picnic, the picnic basket. No, it's in this hut, which I was in, but I guess I just didn't grab it. Nope, it says discovered, so never mind. I guess I never was here. Well, howdy. I did it. Now give me the juice.
I didn't know Rizzo's made a Gatling gun. Seems a mite unnecessary.
Fine, then you take it. Oh, so it's just a prism hammer but a gun. Okay, I see why I like this gun. also cool looking. I like the metal aesthetic. That gun is slightly cooked. Yeah, I nibble your tail. And you go meow meow. I really like the look of that weapon. The regular one's cool, I guess. It's all stinky. Cool. It's also got 100 clip. Yeah, I can see this being a really good gun.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
Yeah, that was a lot of mock apples. This place is cool.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Chipendale Flakes and Purple Berry flavored power nuggets. Now at 12% more crunch.
Hello there, my inordinately. Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day. What
And not
off-brand
killing you.
store can I bring you to? Oh, next.
Captain, there's someone in your room. I was going to forcibly show him the error of his ways, but I thought you may wish to do the honors.
Felix, kick him. That's quite silly. So I have full hack armor now. Sweet. Dang, it looks kind of good on her. +1 perception is pretty good. I think I'm gonna go start equipping my team just for style, because I'm already OP enough. Oops, not what I wanted. Thinking that one. Nah, that's my hat. He can't have that. Alright, team looking fly. You look like a dork, but I like it. Oh, so this one's special, but this one's armored. Oh, that's... I guess we'll give him the even dorkier one then. Is there a storage chest in here for my stuff? Or is that only on my ship? Sam, why have you still not cleaned everything up? What's going on here? Where did the safecracker jacket go? What is going on here? What is happening?
You think they'll let us expense the booze?
Yeah, sometimes things just take a long time to come out. Felix, why did you change outfits again? This menu is completely fucked up in here. Felix, why are you wearing that? Why is it just sound like a outfit roulette? It's just really irritating. They're just switching. Oh my god, that was annoying. Meanwhile, I look like a clown. How much? Okay, there we go. No, I want to go up. Can you really not do that? What the fuck? Of course not. Why? Because that would be easy. Why can't I go up? Can I do it with the controller? How the fuck do you organize your inventory without I can't go up and down. Okay, so do I just do this? Okay, whatever. I'll just be fucking smarter than stupid armor. There. Hey, do you mind?
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like. Easy, friend. No need to get violent. There are as many reasons to spare my life as there are flavors in Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I am a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Enterprise.
Sure.
And secondly, I'm just here doing your job for a VIP. Mascot's honor. I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message, something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter. You found the recording? Oh, well, that's just sweeter than a fistful of purple berry punch. Oh, law, Birdie's gonna slaughter me like a woolly cow. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise. What? But I can't? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I can't. Not here. I'm sorry. The Pilot House Complex. Meet me there, and I'll tell you everything, I swear.
Well, I like how much ammo it has, that's for sure. Well, might as well go hear him out. So you asked, is 2 really coming out like the second game? I would assume it is. Why wouldn't it be? Have you heard something? So they're working on Avowed first. So it might be on a dev hold. Or like a trickle development where they're only having some people work on it. But currently Avowed is what's being made. Why can't I give her this hammer?
There's,
Weird.
there's no room service, right? Just asking.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization.
Yeah, I don't like that
Fortunately,
you're trying to
managed
kill me.
Save most of the hive. The waspitos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production. Yes, for both of us. I don't want an unsolved murder staining the legacy of this institution. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything? You have my attention. That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
Where's the bed in here? Oh, right here. Oh, and then... No way this resorted. That is so annoying. Honestly, it is.
And fortunately, the orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with. Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage.
Where did you get the
Someone's playing
hunter's
with us,
hat?
Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else? That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
You know that I'm also a murderer on the loose, right? You specifically hired me, and I'm like a crazy gunner. Anyway.
And then I would use the logical, you know, it's just like, oh, all right, I'll tell you this.
And I think she was.
Way to
yes,
jump on 3-0 World Series. Now I'm a fan.
They did figure out the one way to make me root for the Dodgers in the World Series, which is have them play the Yankees. All right, so I do have a bunch of.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small. Still, any information is good information.
The Dodgers' whole thing.
If there's anything else
hate the Dodgers. What is? Never mind. Let's move on,
This
guys.
incident at the orchard.
Chinese.
My apologies,
It's not.
Inspector.
Is that not Asian?
It's not the
When
same.
you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel.
The Mets have an
corridor.
Asian
Down here,
player
you all
too.
look the same. Hell, you all look the same.
Why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in your room? I'm afraid I don't understand.
Before we go, I do need to highlight the tremendous call from the end of Game 1 of the World Series, but I want to give
don't know
everybody
why
a
there was a
chance.
mascot in your
We
room.
have gone
The Grand
long.
Cologne-
and I know
I
we
think.
have gone long. I want to give everybody a chance to dip out and not see the greatest moment in Freddie Freeman's life, but otherwise,
Cedric
we will, dive
has a
into that.
security
Who's
problem in
this
this
Nazi
hotel.
Freddie Freeman? I
But
thought we were
your
done with
point
politics.
is well taken. In any case,
Well, he does
let
look
me
like,
apologize.
As a Jewish Nazi, it makes no sense. What's
Was
going
there-
on here?
Yeah, and at the same time, we
Hooray!
need to hit our great moment in broadcast history to set the stage from the end of Game 1 of the 1988 World Series.
Base, so the Dodgers trying to catch lightning right now.
I'll just point
Percent
out
to first base.
right there on the screen. Dennis Eckersley has not allowed a home run since August 24th. To actually watch this clip, it's like 4 minutes, but this is
And
the key
I just want to point out Tom Brady, that dipshit.
Yep.
Couldn't stop talking about Josh Allen hasn't thrown an interception all season.
Oh,
and
no.
immediately Allen throws to
Yeah.
the other team. Thanks, Brady.
Brady knew what he was doing.
Yeah, I
he knows,
know.
He knows the mojo that he has.
So the Dodgers trying to catch lightning right now. Sachs waiting on deck, but the game right now is at the plate. High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
Like every woman in Eric's life.
A tremendous moment, especially Kirk Gibson on 2 bad legs, as Vince says earlier. It's a fantastic moment, a historic moment, and you would say, oh, I mean, it's not possible that we would ever see anything like that again. There's no way we could ever see that again. The Dodgers down by a run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and Freddie Freeman comes to the plate against Nestor Cortez, which is relevant to the narrative.
For Freddie Freeman right here.
no
Cortez
nonsense.
delivers. Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is gone! Gibby! Meet Freddie! Game 1 of the World Series!
Okay, so on the one hand, there's a great part of that call where he says, and she is gone, like Vince Scully did. And then a second later, he says, Gibby, meet Freddie.
You didn't like that?
No, I didn't like that part. No.
What is wrong
I
with
don't
you,
know what
you
any of that
asshole?
means.
I love the she is gone part.
fuck
Gibby,
is
meet
wrong?
Freddie. No, I didn't much care for that.
Everyone, we all know what this means. Christian, you practice a call on this that you would have done if you were there. Go ahead, give it to us.
Yeah, what was the appropriate call on this one?
We
Hell,
know what
you lied, you asshole.
I'm so glad you asked, Hackroyd, because I have the call from Yankees radio and John Sterling.
What a fabulous game. Well, bases loaded, 2 outs. Come down to this. Freddie Freeman, the hitter, lefty to lefty with 2 outs pitch. A high drive to right. Soto back on the track, and she is gone. A grand slam to win the game for LA.
So, that.
Okay. I'm probably not allowed back there.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
ChatGPT.
Could I be trolling on my own show? But what I love about this video clip, the look on Aaron Boone's face, where he had a number of people that he could have brought in out of the bullpen, and then he decides to bring in the guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed in there.
So
That's the face Eric makes when the lube doesn't show up on time.
I mean, I think the lube always shows up on time. And
fortunately, the baby oil is now available again. Whoever was purchasing it all is no longer purchasing it.
Yeah, Costco says that they didn't handle it, but
and now GHB free. Yes.
Yeah. I think that Nestor Cortez can hang his head in that moment, really changing the course of the series. But he'll always have this moment.
Hey, kid. Nestor Cortez. Where's Nestor? He's a great pitcher. Got that fastball.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? What do you know about pitchers? They have like fastballs and stuff.
He's got that. He's got that fastball. Yeah.
I hope he's not from Puerto Rico.
All right.
Called out random famous people trying to fill his crowd with rich and famous.
There's
Matt
Samuel L.
Gates's
Jackson.
gay-
He's a great actor.
Go ahead,
Nestor,
Hack
Matt
Right.
Gates' go ahead, step on it. Isn't Matt Gates' son Nestor his son, quote unquote? What are we talking about?
You mean his pool boy? Is that what we're getting
Yes,
at? With,
this is
Matt
pool
Gates?
boy's son.
All right.
You know.
Well,
masseuse.
we can end with home run calls on this tremendous moment that maybe you guys don't remember from the World Series last night. Aaron Judge finally breaks the slump and hits a home run as called by John Sterling.
And the break ball, there it goes. Deep left center field, and Teoscar is there to make the catch.
Oh. There it goes. Swing. There it goes. Oh, it's 80 feet from the warning zone.
I actually thought it was going to be out.
Yeah, we can tell.
Yeah, good. Look, and editing the John Sterling clip is always
I'll tell you what, there was a high cutter, and he really did get some good wind under it, but it looked obviously like it was off the end of the bat. And maybe it's just looking to see if the flags pull that. No, the flags pull in a little bit.
Fucking Texas Eager. Anyone could have seen that. Right.
I wouldn't see the flags.
Yeah, like the wind. Yeah, well, I mean, look, she's trying to help John. Who you got to keep in mind, John Sterling retired during the season, and then he came back because he wanted to call Yankee playoff games. And he's like, let me call one more World Series win.
Jay Leno.
And this is the moment where I think it's probably going to kill him.
And the break ball, there it goes. Deep.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Like an asshole. We have to catch up on some super chats real quick.
Yes, please, let's.
Michael says lazy Kmart disavow Jenny Jingles.
Disavow!
Not for $1.99. I don't know what we're doing, but
sure.
$2 non-white dabbler.
I already missed Felix.
Dodgers clip.
The kick is really good, and it's quick, and she doesn't scream every time like Naoka.
I hate that you have brought that Boom family into my existence. F you! And hi, Carl.
Hi, Erica Ann. Thanks for being a member.
And Michael C. also said, can I get 5 booms on the boom meter, Christian?
Well, for $2, boom, 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 boom.
You're supposed to flex your bicep when you do it, not count on your weird fingers. What was that?
I was flexing my bicep. I do love that. Back to the Detroit for a second. Gabler and Cardiff did not hand out the 40 poops in that one.
I was talking to them afterwards. They go, we were thinking that maybe the entire crowd was going to be yelling booms along with this. And everyone's going to be all into it. And I was just going like, what am I watching?
All right, our final clip is the Bronx faithful, that means Dave Ortiz, know how they feel about it.
My turn now, my turn. Come on, man, just don't love the puppy.
I do believe he loves moments like that, though.
Don't be like the tax creditors, man. Show love to Poppy.
Poppy's a funny guy. I had Yankees fans over at my house last night to watch the game, and even they're like, "Oh, you gotta love Poppy. He's hilarious."
Did your Yankee fan friends admit how much of a zero Derek Jeter is on that, where he just refuses to have any fun at any time?
Nobody threw out a good first pitch, though. That was impressive.
Well, at least somebody threw a good pitch in that game. Hey-o!
There you go.
All right. Well, we did it. We hit the goal, and happy Halloween to Hack Ride. Hack Ride, are we going to be seeing more of you? Because Casey Day is all right, but I think we need more Hack Ride.
Yes, you will. We're gonna keep Casey as the front of the company, but I'm going behind the paywall. So if you get a membership to our channel, you're gonna see a lot of me. I'm back, but I ain't free. I'm the high price whore. You gotta pay a little for me. Casey Day is buttholes for free, everyone.
So
Like
Carl,
Eric's.
do you like how this guy takes the thing that people don't actually want, and then he says, well, you're going to have to pay for it? I'm going to give you the thing you do like for free. That's like, hey, can we put WATB behind the paywall, Carl? And you give the other shows away for free? Good job, though, Hack Ride.
Only at the top tier membership, $25 a month if you want to see WATB.
Yeah.
Anymore. I also like how, Christian, you were doing your best Vince the Lawyer impression. They're like, everybody loves Hack Ride. You really got to do more of that. It's great.
Yeah, everyone's saying. No, and I legitimately love Hack Ride. I believed everybody
His
in
wife
the
is like,
WATB.
everyone loves the shape of your body, honey. This is where this comes from.
Wait, have you been talking to her? DJ Electra, what can you promote here on the show today?
Well, I heard there was going to be an Eric Zane tattoo reveal or something.
We need more super chats for that, I think, right, Eric?
Yeah, that's you got to really put your money down for that.
How many more? I mean,
We need Tramp Stamp band name, by the way.
Let me just say one name, David Chandler. Then you'll get to see. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Where is this tattoo? Is it on his taint? Because I don't want to see it.
Well, we've already seen it then.
You can see part of it right now, Carl. You're just not looking close enough.
I would move him into the big rectangle, Carl, but we had such a problem with all these boxes today that I'm not.
If you got the Stuttering John tattoo, you're a goddamn
I
idiot.
know. I was gonna say it looks like it could be the Stuttering John tattoo. What's with all you old guys getting tattoos?
Well, DJ Electra, I think we stepped on
Feel
your.
again, Carl. I need to feel something.
We stepped on your plugs. Where can people find and what can they find on your channel?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm at Hack Ride's channel. So, also I have DJ Electra Fry. I'm got over 500 subs. Whoa, go me!
Yay! Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Nice.
And Eric Zane, if people haven't gotten enough of you this week, how do they get more of you?
Real simple. You can find my show wherever you download podcasts, the audio show. Just search Eric Zane Show Podcast, and away you go.
And,
well.
My personal podcast.
I wish you could.
PLADTCAST. Tomorrow we'll be looking at the new Venom movie with known film critic Adam Hughesy, the H-Man Hughes. So you can be able to.
You can
find
always
that
just
over
cheat
at
them in if you really need them.
PLADTCAST. And Carl, I don't even know what you're selling these days. What's going on over at WATP?
Well, I wanted to say I was checking in on Eric Zane's podcast because he did a fantastic job for us on WATP Live, which you can listen to, and you can get the entire video if you sign up for patreon.com to this podcast. And I thought Eric did such a great job, and then he goes on his show and does the exact same segment all over again on his show. Same clips, same jokes, same setups. I was like, well, Eric is really fucking proud of himself.
What I do want to tell Eric is that, and I've told him this before, I love anytime he has content about Free Bear and Hot Wings because the hate that he feels for it is so real.
Oh,
it's
Okay, tech skills.
And, you know,
It's
they're
real.
Yeah, and
Wait, is
I love it. And I
hacking
especially loved
under
the moment
stealth?
when Vinny asked you, are those guys?
I think it
successful?
is.
And he said, yeah, they're all
Yes.
millionaires.
It's crazy. They're so bad at radio.
Yeah, but not like all of us. We are tremendous broadcasters, and that's why we ask who are these broadcasters. And Carl, people should go to whoarethese.com because they'll find the voicemail there. You know, I know that you're getting kind of an avalanche of WATB voicemails. I'm sorry that you're getting so many, Carl.
Yeah, so if you find our phone number there on whoarethese.com, and whenever you leave a voicemail, just say what show it's for, because that's the same one for Who Are These Socials and Who Are These Podcasts. Although if you don't say, I assume it's Who Are These Podcasts. But I haven't checked the voicemail because we did the live show, and I don't play voicemails at live shows. I haven't checked it in well over a week, so I'm sure it's piling up right now.
Can you imagine somebody that would be such an idiot as to play a voicemail at a live show? I'm sure that's never happened. Oh, wait. Joe Matarese did that.
Yeah, remember that? He's set up. He's got Artie Lang and Jim Norton and Anthony up there. He's like, all right, let's listen to some voicemails. Like, what? Why would you do that? Joe Matarese, by the way, was just recently on Kill Tony. I got to check in on that. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tomorrow on Who Are These Podcasts. It's still Jocktober. We're going to do some Boston morning show.
I'm going to give that to Ellie.
So looking forward to that.
Who's going to be the co-host?
Trucker Andy is on with us tomorrow. I got Howard Stern. This is great. He had Bruce Springsteen on. And Howard totally fucked up. It's hilarious. And then he was mad at Gary for it, of course.
Well, I mean, look,
that's what he does.
Anyone who's a fan of that show, we all know it was Gary's fault. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind.
And then Tom Myers was on MLC, as I mentioned, so we got to get into that. That's going to be fun. So there's a lot to talk about for this podcast. We do it live tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday, 2 p.m. every Saturday. If you're signed up to patreon.com/whoarethese-podcast or sign up on this YouTube channel, you get the links right there. It's in the community tab where you get the emails. And if you want to listen for free, we appreciate that. It comes out as an audio podcast every Thursday and Sunday.
I think that our top super chat comes from the super chats and not the super tips. I'm just gonna focus on this list. You know what? I should have known that this would end up being. And Hackride, what's the dollar amount? $6.66. So even if you didn't have fun the last hour and 37 minutes, you can definitely enjoy that moment. Hey, did you like when the duck fell over? You like when the duck fell over, right? That part was good. All right, so no more Shoolies equals world peace. As always, this is Christian Blatt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic, and I, Christian Blatt, do not publicly acknowledge the armed Athenian genocide. Publicly, privately, I celebrated on a date. See you next Tuesday. Trying to be a little bit politically sensitive and didn't really give a nice yeah.
There we go. Now we can start today's episode.
West Hall.
I'm disappointed. I think Oprah's become a major divider in our country, and I think, frankly, she should be ashamed of herself. And you know who else should be ashamed of?
Why am I permanently crippled? What happened?
Oprah on Fox about 50 times making the same statement, and I think it's a disgrace what Fox does, because everyone thinks Fox is so pro-Trump. They're not pro-Trump.
Here we go.
You're listening. Yeah, like all the time.
Why did I get crippled? What happened?
With Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Oh, you sold the indigo? Ah, yeah.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're having fun. We're making it happen.
It's fun time. Open your mouth.
I don't want that.
We're going to give you a big surprise. And here it is.
Okay, alright, I'll just deal with it.
Welcome to Who Are These Broadcasters, the only show on the internet today saying things like, it all comes down to this. Two will enter, one will survive. Election 2024. Yes, we're the only show saying that this is apparently the only consequential election in our lifetime. I'm Christian Blatt, and that well-coiffed gentleman
Wait,
right
this
there.
election's gonna be important?
The only. Monsieur
Oh,
Eric Zane.
shit.
Hello,
I didn't
Lucy.
know.
How are you today?
Christian, never better. Thank you for having me. I'm blessed. And let's get this going.
Yes, absolutely. And the way to get this going is a few simple words. Venmo, Streamlabs, PayPal, Rumble Rants, Super Chats, memberships, gifted memberships. We are not going to start the show until we hit the goal of $350. I'll sit here and wait, All right, so you know what? I'm gonna do the show on credit, but I'm expecting, Eric, everyone will help us hit
Just
our
for
goals.
fun, I'm gonna bring Ellie.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, typically, we don't like to do this for free, and we usually do. So, why should we even ask? Why is today any different?
Ooh,
But
that's a
if
good
you
speech.
Feel like, hey, I'm being entertained by these two assholes. What the hell? Just throw a couple of bucks. And if you could, if you
Hope
want
you've been
Christian to
enjoying your
sign
stay.
off with saying some really messed up stuff, write that messed up thing you want him to sign off with and attach a dollar amount to it. The highest dollar amount with what you want Christian to say. That's what he'll sign the show off with. Okay? There you go.
Exactly. Exactly. That is the way it works. That's how we operate around here. And we've got a jam-packed show today. And I want to mention a quick programming note that if you really enjoyed today's show, great. Because I'm going to be doing another one tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Eastern. It is our Who Are These Broadcasters election night special. Easy, you'll be fast asleep at that point.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
But I'll be joined by the Aussie guy, Reverend Shitstain. There's a contribution from the great Cardiff Electric. And scheduled to appear, Dick Masterson and other surprise guests. Which means no one else is actually scheduled, but the offers are out there. All right. And Joe Black, $2. Cardiff Electric for president. Well, you know, people want Minnesota on the ballot, and Cardiff would be the way to do it. I appreciate that endorsement. And obviously, today's election day. We've got no shortage of political talk. But, Eric, we have to start with the fact that last week was Halloween. And Halloween
Oh, I accidentally found that
leads
guy.
to some of the cringiest, most painful broadcasting we ever get a chance to see. In a segment that we're going to call Who Are These Halloween? I have a jingle for that. But it's called Who Are These Halloween? Because I know, and I thought of it yesterday.
This gun is too strong.
We know that Holmes is a big time in the local newsroom. We've seen some great clips on the show in the past year plus. And all you need to do is wear a costume. That's the only thing you need to do. You don't need to look for any other content. Just show up in a costume, and the content will write itself.
Kill them.
As they found out in Champaign, Illinois.
You guys, tell us about your costume. Your group costume. All right. Okay, so we have to go through you to talk to everybody else.
So, he's dressed as Willy Wonka, and there's some Oompa Loompas. And don't worry, Eric, I'm only pausing this clip. It hasn't ended. There's more fun to come.
Yeah, and just right from the top, how the fuck can you not be prepared enough to have a mic on Wonka? You
Easy.
fucking idiots.
Because they're
Well,
fucking
you're gonna hear
idiots. That's how.
everybody else,
Yeah.
sounds well mic'd. And by the way, this persona he's going with, I've seen the Willy Wonka movies. There's a couple different iterations of it. None of them are even remotely like this. But he's invented a character. He's doing a little cosplay. Let's see how it goes.
Now go ahead and talk to
We get it. We get it.
That's awesome. You guys
Is
are
it?
great. Okay, what was the inspiration?
Why were their dogs here the first time and not this time?
Inspiration?
This is Silvio Tran, setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhop Laundry Card League. If you're listening to this,
Well, you guys
you're
look
listening
awesome.
to history. And Daltrey,
Shit the
as we
bed.
agreed, when I win,
So
you're
there
scraping
was,
terrorist
look, you
shit
don't need
out
a
the
pre-interview
window
in
for
this
the rest of your
situation,
contract.
but I feel like that
And you
guy
can
obviously
show the
works there at the
fear of
station.
Heights
You probably
routine
say,
because there's
hey
no
man, we're
way you're
gonna go to you,
weaseling out of
so
that,
we're gonna
pal.
ask you about
Here
this
goes.
group costume you guys did. You're Willy Wonka. You want to use a phrase from the movie? You want to sing something? Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do. And he's like, no, I'm a pro. I'm just gonna beat you.
Oh, God. It's so awkward. Painful. I
Well-
mean, seriously, that's like it's almost like some of the segments between you
So
and I.
somebody made a mistake and got him killed?
All right, we don't know that gentleman. Let's not disparage him that much, all right? That constitutes a hate crime in certain circles. There's also, this is the same broadcast. There is such a thing as being over-prepared for your costume.
Go, Gadget!
Hey, Inspector Gadget here. Say, who needs a storm tracker when you've got a camera and a pair of Go-Go Gadget legs?
Exactly.
What?
I'm so excited pulling
What?
these clips. I don't know if I have any that you're not gonna hate, but I knew you were gonna. I hated the Inspector Gadget guy so much, and there's a bunch of other stuff between those two clips, and I was like, I'm just gonna pull the ripcord, and then I saw Go-Go Gadget, and I'm like, oh, there's something special there.
How great would it be to have a news director and say to the staff, look, you don't have to act like you like these people.
Yeah,
just say exactly what's on your mind. Just say, well, wow, this sucks. Everybody wants to kill themselves because they're hearing you doing your Go-Go Gadget, Inspector Gadget impression.
By the way, not a great Go-Go Gadget impression. The voice of Inspector Gadget's Don Adams, who a lot of people knew from Getting Smart. He tried, but boy, he was like, I've got this down, this is great.
It's a non-threatening melee with this weapon too.
But T89, 499, we must secure the existence of our people and a future for gray squirrels, justice for Peanut. Hashtag Trump Soldier. Don't worry.
Okay.
Peanut is included in this episode.
Yeah, dicks out for Peanut. Let me tell you that right now. Not since Harambe have we felt this bad about a goddamn animal.
So somebody did create an AI painting of Harambe holding Peanut up in heaven.
Fuck yes. And don't forget about the goddamn raccoon. They slaughtered the raccoon too.
Yeah, but that's good meat.
Sweet, I can freely beat people with this gun.
Killing the squirrel is cruel, but raccoon meat is good meat. So, Eric, our next video.
Oh, never mind.
Special. This is a wacky video that this local station found.
Never mind.
But what they decided to do to make it better is to present it in a wacky way. This is what I call theater.
What you're about to see is true. This is the city, Bay Village, Ohio. 16,000 people, and in this job, you meet just about every one of them. I'm not a cop, but he is. On the job, you never know what you'll come up against, but this is a doozy. You're on patrol and get word of a giant pumpkin in the street. These are my streets, you say. No wannabe jack-o'-lantern's gonna sully the hard work of tax-paying citizens. Wolf and Sadler Roads, you know the drill. Giant inflatable wise guy. Good intentions go south when the wind blows north. One bounce, then two, before you know it, this kind of thing happens. For the love of everything on the green earth, tie these things up when the wind blows. We're lucky Bay Village PD was up to the challenge. Turns out no challenge at all. Wipe that smile off your face, fella. And thank the hard-working men and women of the Bay Village Police Department.
Okay, there's
This guy's
more,
way too amped.
but,
I actually like this. I like this.
Okay, so I love the video of the gigantic pumpkin and the cop who gets trapped in it. And I had found a different video of that, which was fun because the news anchor couldn't stop laughing. But then I found this guy doing a dragnet.
Hey there, stranger.
And
Don't mean
I'm
to
gonna
interrupt your business,
tell you
but
a little
have you
secret
seen a
there.
stray
You're enjoying
mechanical
it.
wandering
We're
about?
halfway through. So let's see if you continue
Oh,
enjoying
that's not good.
Okay.
I hope she hasn't gotten herself into any trouble.
Yeah, it's quite a jack-o'-lantern. Where'd you get this story? Like, out of an email, or?
Oh, I
No,
ain't no hunter.
facts.
At
Just
least
the
not in the
facts, Mark.
traditional sense. Wrenches
Uh-oh.
always seem to
Is
be
that
better than
asshole
firearms.
wrecking it? I mean,
A
dude's
mechanical
still in
undermined
the
care up
zone,
and wandered off, that's all.
And this
gotta get it
asshole
back
comes in
before
and says,
anyone
where did
notices
you
that
where
either
did
of
you
us are
get it?
missing.
Oh,
Well,
who gives a shit?
it's to
The
set him up
shopkeep
with
says
his
I should buy
hysterical
one of
kicker.
his rifles and go
Just the
looking
facts, Mark.
myself. But like my machine,
even have
I'm
those?
not combat inclined.
Well done, sir. That's all we got. There is no more.
Thanks for being with
goodness.
us. Jimmy Kimmel's up next, followed by
Hey,
Nightlife.
thanks so much. It would have been
So
mighty
you,
lonely without her.
you liked it while he
being
was doing his
unemployed, I mean.
presentation, but how much do you
Be
hate his
lonely
co-anchor?
being unemployed.
Who,
Yeah.
was like,
If
hey,
you find
can you
Betty,
let me in a little
try
bit?
sneaking
I
out
want to
and
have some
hacking
fun too.
Right.
Can't do that. Finding a way to stop her current routines should send her back home.
Without a doubt, you're right. It did kind of.
Ugh.
Yes.
All
it
right.
got to a different level.
That's it.
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
Ellie, what are you doing in there?
Dwight
Are you trying to
says
kill this man?
local news eats dicks.
I mean, look, I'm not saying that he's wrong, but this show is kind of built on that. Go ahead and keep reading.
D89 says, I'm surprised he didn't mag
How did
up
you
his
get in
way out."
there?
I was thinking that too. I wanted to see him shoot that thing.
Yeah, I know. I definitely feel like there had to be a great shot of. I guess it just blew back over.
Right.
So. But I wanted that thing to be shredded.
If it was a pumpkin, but I mean, if it was giant inflatable, but it was like George Floyd's head instead of the jack-o'-lantern, then perhaps, you know, I don't know, maybe not.
Well, if a gigantic George Floyd head was part of someone's Halloween decorations and it blew over, obviously we would be out in front of EZ's house. I think that's clearly what we'd be having there. So sometimes you have everybody in studio with their costumes, and you might actually get some good content over it, as this one anchor thanks the lady who helped him with his Charlie Brown costume.
She did the hair.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Yes.
With a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sharpie.
He said it was okay to do it with a Sharpie.
How are you going to be too topical?
You're very artistic.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, look at that.
It looks very
I looked at a picture
very
of
questionable, actually. It's rather questionable, that diagram.
Now you have to walk around with that on.
You know what?
You fill in the blanks yourself enough.
Our minds are all going the
He
same
fell asleep, you guys.
Yes.
Just kidding.
I was over in the
It's like a frat party.
Because they're balls?
Which one?
Is that why
The,
it's
one
funny?
dressed like Flavor Flav?
Oh, no.
The Betty Rubble. Yeah.
Yeah, is that what that is? I couldn't tell that was Betty Rubble because she's got the red shit on underneath it. Loose the clothes.
So you want to bring back naked?
Yes. I mean, that chick with the Viking helmet, she looks like she could play for the actual Vikings.
Well, it was great because when they all came out, Betty Rubble didn't know the Betty Rubble laughed.
Here we go.
Not familiar enough with the character. And the Flavor Flav impression, I think she was trying to be a little bit politically sensitive and didn't really give a nice, yeah, boy! Right. Because I feel like in 2024 in local news, maybe we can get away with this.
It's all fucked up, too, because the Flavor Flav, she's got a goddamn thermometer. That's not even a clock.
Well, she's the weather lady. You get it?
No, stupid.
All right, but it did look like somebody drew balls on this guy's face, right?
Definitely did. It definitely did. So I like that angle of it.
Yeah, that was the best part, was the fact that it looked like he had a nutsack on there.
Yeah, I think his costume is the best. It looks like he went the furthest to do it. I don't know, the guy in the Barbie thing, the Barbie box, all he had to do was get in a box. You know?
Yeah, which, just judging from him, that might be the only time he's been in a box anytime. All right, so Halloween does seem like one of those days out of you could end up having a problem with human resources. As we'll see in a segment from Jacksonville, Florida, a piece about discount Halloween costumes, and everybody's having some fun. And possibly,
they broke my legs.
This pirate might be having
Ensemble for
fucking canids.
By the way, the woman speaking, she works in some costume shop, and for some reason, the way that they mic'd her, and whenever she's reading the list that we see on screen, you can't hear her. So this is just shitty microphone broadcasting, but the pirate is really the hero of this.
The whole ensemble for Bruce is about $15.
And let me tell you, looking at Mel, there's enough
Damn
booty over there to
cripple
pay for a
status.
couple of these costumes.
Oh my God! Look at Jen's face; she's horrified. Money. I guess we're talking about treasure. Yeah, treasure.
No, I'm talking about booty.
Get yourself over here.
What I love about him, they're trying to give him the out. It's like, no, he's talking about treasure. No, I'm talking about booty.
Talking about your fat ass.
You've got a lot of trunk in our trunk, matey.
I see a nice dumper. How tall is that one chick? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think she's
He called her lard ass.
he's not wrong. Chicago's WGN sent their morning
They have
team
such
to
incredible lunges.
costume shop ahead of Halloween, and this clip is there's like 8 minutes of this. I've trimmed it to what I think is the best / the most painful part. But they're trying on the costumes, and again,
Is there a way to
don't write
do
a
this
script
without
for
getting
it.
crippled?
Everybody is very good at just camping extemporaneous.
I'm sending in the minions first, Because that's nuts.
Yeah,
James Brown.
Score one.
Yeah, James Brown.
Wow.
How do you run? I don't think you know yourself,
What is that? Is that a... What's going on?
So supposed to be James Brown.
That's dude?
You know, I'm not sure.
He's
That
like
might
a
be
little black
I still
gnome.
ended up
That
crippled
might
from
be
one
Beetlejuice
hit.
Howard Stern show. I'm actually not sure who that is. But what you realize is that this person ended up in a costume knowing absolutely nothing about James Brown.
How the fuck are you supposed to clear a Kanan fight without getting crippled?
What you have to watch very closely is in the next week or so, there is going to be an election. There are going to be some candidates. Some people are going to
We'll be right back with more. Fantasy costumes. Oh, weather.
Absurd.
Sunshine.
Who gives out?
So, the reason I have, and they put these up as clips. The reason I have this one is because they're having so much fun. Look how great they are, Eric, in their Beetlejuice costumes.
Is that what that is? I don't know.
Yeah, well, there was a new Beetlejuice movie.
Yes, of course, it makes sense.
Most people didn't see it, but it's not very good. But they're having so much fun that she's like, oh, weather. And he's like, yeah, I mean, it's sunny. But
Hey, I almost can't believe it. Betty found her way back. Here I was thinking I'd
Not
never
wrong,
see her
Dr.
again.
Scotty Jones. The piece de resistance is this
She
next
is all
bit
right.
where you have
I
the
really hope she.
cutting edge
Yep, that's right.
content.
Her parameters for movement and target
Sheriff
acquisition are a mess.
Andy from
I'll bring her back to
Mayberry
the garage and get her.
and,
Since Betty's
Don
back safe
Knotts,
and sound, I'll be
and,
sure to
just
let
a,
my
just a
coworkers.
great Andy Griffith show run here.
Sunshine.
Now, who gives out them fun
I guess this is what I get for hiring on the first person who's listened to me out here. This is all I have on me.
Well, I reckon we can
I
bring her
guess I
on.
better go before you ask for more.
Right now.
So they
This
said,
one, incredible. It one
where's
shots
Aunt Bee?
basically all mechanicals.
And then Beetlejuice comes back
Yeah,
out.
that little fucking what you talking about comes around the corner and wearing the beak. God.
In a bee costume, yeah.
You know, they actually weren't doing too badly for. I mean, it's hokey as shit, but that for Andy and the fucking
Don Knotts, I
Yes.
forget what the character's name was.
I
yeah.
do too. Whatever. God damn. This is just terrible. It just makes me feel bad, all of it. Judge Judy is a jill.
This place is too big.
According to the Wired Christian.
That is Judge Judy there, and her Judge Judy impression left a lot to be desired. So
Yes.
we're not going to be looking at that proper. But look how much fun they're having. You know, Eric, it's like the only day all year they seem having fun.
That's as bad as morning rain.
Bitch ass dogs.
Yes, right, exactly. That's steel
Might be
toe.
worse. Might be
That's
worse.
steel toe level bad. We're going to take a look at some politically themed decorations ahead of the presidential election. We're going to have to describe this one. I'll prepare everyone. I found this on the social media for Benny Johnson, who some people believe might be responsible for some Russian psyop. I don't
Is
know.
that the Georgia? No, what is he? He's,
There's so little
he's like
freedom
a-
in like
he's like a
climbing
Ben
and getting
Shapiro
around
in Coast.
places.
He's like one of those guys. Yeah. So I did not have that locked and loaded. I don't know if that's even accurate. But so Benny Johnson wanted people to vote on some Trump-themed holiday decorations. And we'll have to describe this one for our audio audience, but I want to share it with you first. All right, so there's Kamala Harris. She looks like she's about to give a speech. I know there's something happening there. Oh my gosh! Uncle Stan is taking a leap.
Oh, that's excellent.
Anyone else?
So you can guess
Murdered.
which one I voted for.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is a.
What was the point of
so
coming
kids
up
are gonna
here?
walk up to this and go trick or treat. This is more like a diorama. This isn't Halloween decorations. This is just a political theme on the house. It's outstanding.
No,
Yeah.
but I bet if we ask the chat,
But it is pretty horrifying.
they shy away from this house if they were trick or treating with their kids. I'm going
the chat,
to.
no, they would love. 95% of the chat wants to suck Trump's cock, so they would love that. They would love that.
Yeah, and look, I mean, Uncle Sam's got it out, and he's got some nice flow. There's a good stream there. So that one seems like it's all
I don't know
well
what
and
it is
good.
you're looking
that
for,
one, people are
stranger,
having
but I
fun,
reckon you
letting
better
their
get.
politics be known.
Don't fucking talk to me like that.
Enough
was
of
a
you and your
Halloween
ilk
parade
coming
in
by with
Pittsburgh
your searching
area
questions
that,
and expectant looks.
Unfortunately,
I
their
know
efforts
you with
were
those
not as well
void damned
received.
hunters, and I know what you
Sent
want.
Channel 11 by a viewer.
Well,
You could see the float
you
that
ain't
appeared during the Mount Pleasant Halloween parade. You could see people dressed up as Secret Service surrounding a golf cart style
please
vehicle.
do forgive me
Riding
for
in the
not
cart
being
is a person wearing a
friendly
mask
to
of
every
former
breadworm
President
trying
Donald
to
Trump.
kick me off
On
my
the top
land.
of the vehicle is a fake sniper.
The worst part of it was the fact that there was either a rope or a chain that was attached to the back of the vehicle, and there was a woman who seemed to resemble Kamala Harris in handcuffs.
Fuck you and your bitch ass attitude.
that vehicle as though they were grabbing.
So, yeah, that lady who was speaking a moment ago was responsible for, the content. Right. She's like, I don't know how it got in there. We're going to look at that.
Bullshit. She's full of it.
They
She
probably
knew exactly what was going on.
Having grown up in a small town, I believe, like now, 2025, there's probably like a $50 entry fee. They paid it. Nobody asked any questions. They're like, great, get in line.
Right. You know that guy who does all those videos on TikTok where he asks the internet, someone tell me who this is? What's his name? Pinzient or something like that?
Well, guess I have a new house.
The beard?
I actually don't know who you're talking about.
All right, never mind. Anyway, he's trying to track down all of the members of this whole.
Oh wait, you can't sleep here? That's so lame.
He tries to like out people, and then gets them to lose their jobs and shit like that.
Well, we're pushing the envelope a little bit. People are trying to have a little too much fun at Halloween, Eric. And a volunteer firehouse in Canada had to ask some attendees to
Do you know what this old man wanted me to do?
costumes.
I
because they showed
assume
up
get
like
the
this.
hunters to stop
Turns into a
bothering him.
weekend Halloween party that has sparked outrage.
When I saw the costumes, like my family, my nephews, they're black.
4 people walked into the North Sydney Firefighters Club on Saturday night wearing what appear to be Ku Klux Klan costumes. One was carrying a cross.
So
That's a fantastic costume. That is, I mean, seriously, they even brought the cross.
They did. So, as this story goes on, they explain that, and by the way, no one from the volunteer fire department wanted to come on and answer questions of the story. I don't understand why, Eric. JFK Headchuck says, Kumia throws a good party. The Wired Christian says, holy shit, Kumia country. Hey, the Wired Christian. Why
Thanks,
are you
Felix.
making those
You never
comments
know
in
when
the
you need to
porn
kick a
chat?
chicken.
How about you give me a $5 next time you want to make a chicken? No, I saw this and it was amazing. So they got them to remove their hoods and they told the guy to go bring the cross.
Well, either way, he shouldn't have talked to me like that.
But
Then he wouldn't
what
have
a
lost his head.
buzzkill. I mean, these guys are ready to party. Who are you going to want to hang out with at a volunteer firefighter Halloween party? These 4 motherfuckers.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is who you want to be with.
I applaud them for getting everybody worked up.
Yeah.
We would not be able to do this show if we didn't have outrage. And the world is clearly outraged and hurt because these 4 assholes got dressed up. They're kind of wannabe Klansmen because The Wired makes the point that everyone knows Klan have no mouth holes.
Oh, but these are Klansmen who love to suck cock.
Oh.
So, yeah. So it's like glory hole. It's a different, look, they do things different up in Canada. I can't.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, remember last week we visited with Costco?
Oh my God, yeah.
AJ and Big Justice. Now, they were on Jimmy Fallon, and our buddies Carl and Ryan Mike did some segments of this on Who Are These Socials? And I was kind of bummed because I had already pulled something, but then they showed a different part. So they didn't show the part I wanted to show, which is part of our Who Are These Halloween. And Jimmy wants them all to try some candy. And if we remember about the Costco guys, is things happen on the boom. 5 booms. There's a lot of booms.
Okay.
And I think
Good
that's
work,
what
team.
you need to know heading into this, is Jimmy wants them to try. Oh, and they're with the Rizzler, who's their friend. I don't know, he's part of the gang. I don't know who the fuck the Rizzler is. I just know that they're all Yankees fans and Rizzler's a Mets fan, so obviously he's the smart one of the bunch.
This is before the World Series ended?
The World Series wasn't over yet. Yeah. So their Yankee video was still playing, which we got to take a look at last week.
You're up first, okay? This is a cream-filled Twizzler.
That looks good.
It looks good? Twizzler for the Rizzler. All right. Let's see.
It looks like Hezbollah.
I mean,
start punching Jimmy.
I don't know what that costume is, but you're right.
Is he a little boy or just one of those growth-stunted idiots?
So no, he's a child, but you cannot describe the Rizzler as a little boy.
No,
he's a big boy.
Okay.
He is a child.
Out of my way!
No, we're good.
Okay. Two big booms.
This gun is gnarly.
Okay, so we saw the Rizzler. He's, let's just say that we all know which member of the Goonies he would be for Halloween. If you understood that reference.
Right.
And, AJ and Big Justice, there's sort of an ongoing narrative that he doesn't want his kid to eat so much junk food because he loves
he'll be 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, all right, ready? Big Justice, you're gonna kill me, but ready? It's Halloween treats, all right? Here's raisins.
Because you're a fat fuck.
Yeah, come on, dude.
If I went trick-or-treating and got raisins, who wants raisins when they're out trick-or-treating?
They're good for you.
Fat
I
fuck.
like chocolate raisins.
Yeah, shut up, you mouthy little prick.
Did you notice
Shut the fuck up, you stupid Goomba asshole.
Did you hear the Rizzler?
Know what he say?
I went trick-or-treating and got raisins. Who wants raisins when they're out trick-or-treating?
They're good for you.
I like chocolate raisins.
You do.
Of course you do, Rizzler. Obviously you like chocolate raisins.
Rizzler
Whatever
likes
that
chocolate.
is
What do you
cool.
get at the boom meter?
Boom, boom. Boom.
Oh my god.
Only
Barely
one
gave it a boom on that one. All right,
All right.
this is for all of us. We can try these. Are pumpkin peeps. I think these are gonna work.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Listen to the fat
I
kid
already can
fooling
tell it's
her.
gonna. AJ, you wanna grab one?
Send that down here.
All right. How many booms for the pumpkin peeps?
We need to try it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have to understand you two before I give it a boom. Don't fuck the integrity of the boom meter, you fuck.
What do you guys think?
5 big boom.
Really?
Jimmy goes really like he didn't know that was coming.
Oh wait, you two really?
Why did
tell
I
the kids
become
you really enjoy
crippled?
Halloween Eve? Because look.
This game is
Halloween
impossible if you're
you can only
crippled.
eat them at Easter. But what if we make them Halloween themed? And in which case, then you are ready to go. All right. So as I was collecting these Halloween clips, and yes, Who Are These Halloweens is still going on, Eric. I had the thought, hey, I wonder.
Oh, I'm getting
what
tired
are
of
our
this.
friends at Daily Blast Live up to?
Oh, it's been a while.
It's been a minute. I actually have a couple clips of them that I keep meaning to get to, but they're not at all topical or timely. So I've just sort of let them kind of go by the wayside. So let's let our buddy Al Jackson walk in and introduce himself.
Cool J, everybody!
Hello, Cool J. Music just doesn't need any Carl money. Carl doesn't need to give
You're going down. 50, but this face is still #1 in your heart.
So they have the whole panel list.
Anyone else?
There's going to be some but I know if we're bringing out the gang from Daily Blast Live, you're going to wonder, hey, what is my buddy, Gay Eric Zane, dressed as?
Out of my way!
Well, we're going to get an indication about Gay Eric Zane right now. Congressman John Santos!
Well, hold on. I would never have figured
Oh,
that
does that have like
one
100%
out if they
tase
didn't
rate?
Say that's George Santos. I thought
Oh,
it
it
was
does.
Christopher Reeve.
All right, well that's not bad.
As fucking Clark Kent.
Well, he's moving around. Obviously, he's walking. He can't possibly be Christopher Reeve. He didn't wheel out with one of those straw-operated wheelchairs.
He is walking out like there's a dick actually in his ass. That
Well,
he's
it's part of the costume.
Okay, fantastic. All right.
All right. Now, here's your time to shine, buddy.
I'm just here to clear up this whole Bigfoot thing. He's real. We're roommates. We had dinner last night, and he likes pie.
Because he's a liar. Don't worry, there's more fun to be had.
Are you okay, buddy?
LL Cool J, and there's also a Tina Turner there.
You are a pioneer of music, and this year marks the 50 years of hip-hop. So how did you celebrate?
Oh, a gentleman never kisses and tells, but I'll say I was with a roundaway girl. Yeah, she had bamboo earrings, at least 2 pairs.
And Tina, your love songs, they are iconic. So what do you think of the Taylor and Travis Kelce phenomenon?
Yeah, what do you think, Tina?
Well, what's love got to do? Got to do.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's end the segment now. No more follow-up questions.
Tina, isn't love important?
What's love but a second-hand emotion?
All right, we get it. She can sing well enough. You didn't need to go back, but because they did, I had to extend the clip.
Question,
All right.
is that Lucy
Am I
Tight
crippled
Box
immediately?
on the end? There was the one chick
You know what?
dressed
Yeah,
up like a go-go dancer.
So she's dressed up as Taylor Swift, and I had to. The only reason that I would have pulled the clip is because she twirled around, and we would have gotten to see her ass. And remember, this is a very gay-friendly show, Eric.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see her in a moment, though, interacting with your doppelganger, gay Eric Zane, who really likes his joke
And George
from earlier.
Santos, you're the face of, well, a lot of controversies, and it can be a hard person to believe a lot of the time. So can you tell us one true thing right now?
A lot of people were wondering where Taylor Swift was. She wasn't at Travis Kelce's game. She was with me and Bigfoot having dinner.
No. So remember the minute ago when he said that he had dinner with Bigfoot? So that's the joke that he went with again.
Right.
And here is Taylor Swift is going to chime into that aspersion.
In your wildest dreams.
Well, at least she looked good.
They
At
must
least she
be
looked
high. They must have consumed some type of gummies or whatever. That's
was fun.
this whole fake laughing thing. It reminds me a lot of Morning Radio.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say it reminds you of his broadcasters.
Well, that too.
There might be something to that as well. So I'm going to tip my cap to Jack Osborne. You know, Ozzy Osbourne's kid. He has a show about ghost hunters. And he was on right after this segment and had to play along while he's asked questions by the costume anchors in character. And remember that joke that gay Eric Zane really liked.
Tell you this, my man, you are a jack of all trades along with ghost hunting. You search for Bigfoot.
I had dinner with him yesterday.
Look,
Remember how he had dinner with Bigfoot?
Stop.
Wait,
Stop
you know what?
the goddamn Bigfoot jokes. Poor Jack. This is the only time I've been sympathetic to Jack Osborne.
Yeah. No,
You know?
exactly. And our buddy Al Jackson doesn't really let up here.
look for UFOs, so I have to ask you, homeboy, which has been the strangest outcome?
So I've been to Skinwalker Lodge a few times.
His answer doesn't matter.
Cackling woman.
It's one of those two hosts. He's been on TV for a few years, Al Jackson. He's rattling his chains up against the locker. So, Eric, I'm going to assume you're done with the gang from Daily Blast. We hadn't seen them in a while, and I brought them back for Halloween because I thought it would be fun. I feel pretty confident you don't want to see them. Don't worry, everyone.
Here with all of this is
Still with
spirits
Jack Osborne.
following you home, because you know my people, we don't believe in all that. So have you experienced weird weird stuff in your house after an investigation?
Absolutely have experienced stuff in my house, Tina. It was.
And he's just playing along. She's like, yeah, you're Tina. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So far, what has been the worst thing that we've had to sit through? I feel like it's that because it's so involved.
Hey everyone, what's
There's
up?
so much happening. There's a lot of effort that went into that.
Yeah, anything so far, and all the things that you've played, yeah, it's a toss up between that and some of those local news segments. Willy Wonka, that was
That
rough,
was pretty
too.
bad. Yeah, you know,
Yeah, there's a lot of shit around Halloween. What an awful time of the year.
in hindsight, that Dragnet bit was actually pretty solid. Now that I've rewatched everything else, you know, yeah, he delivered it, and if the other guy hadn't fucked it up, it probably would have been a home run, as it were. Even over on ESPN, they like to do fun things around Halloween, but don't worry, the gang at First Take did not wear costumes. However, Christopher Mad Dog Russo listed 5 things he hated about Halloween. I've only isolated number 3 because I think it speaks to our audience.
The 3 as far as the Halloween. Carving the pumpkins. First off, I rip my tendons if I start to move those things. But the carving the pumpkins to put a little light in there, I hate the pumpkins. I get them, I throw them out there with the freaking dogs. I can't stand carving pumpkins with little 6-year-olds and putting little faces on them. What a complete, and I had 4 kids. What a complete, my wife agrees. What a complete. And number 2.
I hate this guy. He reminds me of Opie. That's like something Opie would rant about.
Hi, doggy. Yeah, you know what? I do like Mad Dog, but you're right. There's some real Opie energy there.
Fucking asshole.
I just like that he's talking about Halloween the same way he would talk about the Cowboys' defense. You know? It's just like, with the carving the pumpkins, I can't do it, dog. What am I gonna do? But anyway,
It's not bad. You're doing it. I like it.
I've listened to him for.
I've got a Mad Dog vibe and Abbott and Costello. I don't know which one is which. I think you're
I
Abbott.
don't know which one. They're sort of like The View is a show called The Social up in Canada. They were talking about celebrity Halloween costumes.
Kardashian killed it this year.
Oh.
Look at that.
How would you describe that for our audio audience who can't see what she's dressed like, Eric?
Naked woman.
Yep.
With a giant dragon tail and those weird wrinkles in her head like John Coffey from The Green Mile.
Yeah, I think you did a good job. I would try and help nerds by understanding her head kind of looks like a Klingon from Star Trek. But again, I'm the nerd. So let's see what this guy thought about it and why
These prints were either made by the
She's an albino alligator.
An albino
Well, I killed her.
I'm sure that's not just an AI picture.
No, that's really her. She showed the whole the glow up and everything. Now,
Wow.
I'm not a reptosexual. But
I'd like to be.
So the reason I have this clip is because it just reinforces that local news and on-air people, they literally laugh at anything.
Yeah. Boy, you fire off any joke and it's just gonna kill. You are gonna get laugh support like you've never had.
That you've never had.
You're gonna think that you're funny.
Well, our last Halloween, she's a character from Dragon Ball Z, according to Dwyer Christian. Our last Halloween entry comes from Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, who does a Ted Lasso costume. And I don't know if you watch Ted Lasso, but you probably don't need to have seen the show to realize that he's missing the most obvious part of this.
Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this week's Team Kentucky Update, and happy Halloween. First, let me mention since this...
Yeah, he takes off the glasses, does not explain that he's Ted Lasso. He also does not have the mustache.
No.
It's the, like, you don't need any of the other stuff if you have the sunglasses and the mustache.
God, fucking asshole. And then the hat, Jesus, he just looks like some dude stuck in like 1992.
Yeah, he does. I'm afraid to ask, but how are we doing on Super Chats, EZ?
Oh, it's a huge pile of shit.
Okay, good.
Let's see. Joe Black threw $2. It's the same. It hasn't gone up at all.
Okay.
It's just garbage. So that's okay, though. $6.99 in the books.
All right.
For Christian.
I'm gonna take a break here, and I'll be back to a little while.
If you think that this is like worth your time. You're enjoying yourself.
I'm gonna get some food and stuff. Maybe get some things
saying
done.
horrible
Get some cleaning
shit.
and stuff.
Throw a dollar amount on it, and it can be Kristen's.
I'll probably just hop back on Outer Worlds unless I decide to play something
Now
else.
we'll head on over to who these
So these
sports
whole heads sit around in circles and try to
Home of
invite
the
coffee
hourly
into their
triple
life?
play.
They get eaten by rats.
Who are these sportscasters? Just listen and find out. Who are these sportscasters?
Absolutely. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Drop a like, finish watching this episode of Who Are These Broadcasters, and maybe check them out tonight. And I hope to see you back here later. Until then, I'll see you next time.